Involves a falling price auction, which means the price continues to plummet until the quantity reaches zero and the price locks. Regardless of when you call to register your bid or added that item to your basket, everyone pays the final low price, plus your postage, unless you're a Freedom member. It's an amazing opportunity for Freedom members. Fantastic low prices plus no postage. Now, if you're not a Freedom member, you'll pay $4.95 postage on every item you bid for. But as a Freedom member, you get unlimited standard delivery on every item you purchase from any Hochanda show, including Kraft Price Drop. Plus, Freedom members also get selected discounts and offers. So why not join Freedom now? Get all the Kraft Price Drop deals here and pay no postage. Freedom costs just $6.97 per month. Just add that number 88888 to your basket and continue bidding. Kraft Price Drop, the new, exciting way to shop here on Hochanda.
Hi, I'm Katrina from rovingd. We're a small family business that design embroidery kits. Embroidery has always been my passion, and I'd love to show you how to do some of the stitches and some of the kits. We're based in Derbyshire, and I'm really inspired by the landscape and flora of Derbyshire, and I think other people will be too. Our kits are really easy, and I hope they inspire you to have a go at stitching. Since we've been on Hochanda, we've had a great time. Everybody's been really friendly and really good. We've met loads of people all around the country who watch Hochanda and find it really inspiring. Don't forget to join me on my rovingd shows on Hochanda.
Good morning, everybody. It is Friday. The weekend is officially kicking off right here, right now, with a bit of Kraft Price Drop, the home of the falling price auction. If you're brand new to Kraft Price Drop, a warm welcome. Let me explain. So it's a falling price auction, which means we start with a genuine start price, and that price only gets better and better and better. The golden rule here at Kraft Price Drop: everybody pays that final low price. So whether you get in right at the beginning or right at the end, you're all going to pay that final low price, and you're only charged at the end of the auction. But I've got to say as well, P&P. Now, standard P&P is $4.95, but if you are a Freedom member, check this out, your P&P is absorbed. So it's the same perks that you would get outside of Kraft Price Drop hours, carry through to here. So as Freedom members, you get unlimited standard P&P. You could save yourself a lot of money. Please have a look at Freedom membership. Honestly, it is such a great tool. So the only way to miss out here at Kraft Price Drop is once all our stock's gone, the price is locked, you're locked out. That is it. It is that simple. Please, though, make sure to check out while the auction is live. That is important, because if you don't do that and you check out outside of the auction, what happens? The price will revert back to its original start price. That is a golden rule as well. Do you want to come and have a look at how things are shaping up? So this is the auction, okay? So these are the details here. That's your item numbers, very important. Description of what's coming up. I'm going to say first auction is going to be busy. It's been on before. It was exceptionally popular, and I can't imagine it's not going to be popular again today. $79.99. Now, I get $79.99 is a bit of a scary price. You're looking at that 7 o'clock Friday morning. Don't worry about it, because the golden rule here at Kraft Price Drop is we are not going to finish anywhere close to that start price. The price is only going to improve. It's going to drop. It's going to get better and better and better. So what are we looking at here? Take a little closer look. Now, I knew it. Already busy. So this is Carol Craft Soft Magic Colours. They're like textured fluff is the best way to describe it. Look at the amount of pots you are getting here. Now, at that start price, you're getting 24. It's £3.33 per pot. So you can see we don't overinflate. That is how much you'd expect to pay if you go to a craft shop. £3.33 for a pot of this fabulous stuff. I've got a board to show you. Have a look here. and you can see the colours, and it is, I mean, they are such beautiful colours, and just see the texture that you are getting from these are incredible. Oh, great for your flowers, your lawns, your seas. Imagine putting a bit of that in the sea to give that foamy texture as waves are crashing through. Or what about the green to go for the illusion of grass? Or these beautiful, bright, vivid colours. You've even got variegated colours as well. So duotones allowing you to have some fun maybe with your flowers, with your butterflies. If you want to create interest, and that is the key. If you love your mixed media, if you love your card making, and the beauty is, because it's kind of a fluff substance, it's not heavy. You can put it on your cards and send it. But what's going on here? All right, this is going to be a drop. So whenever you see this, good things are happening, and we've gone from $79.99 down to $52.88. That's a third off straight away. I do need to point out, we do not have massive stock levels here, and that's important. Now, every auction's different. Now, per pot, suddenly the price has come down to £2.20 from £3.33. So, we instantly, and that really does epitomise why Kraft Price Drop is changing the game, why so many people are getting on board and becoming part of the Kraft Price Drop fan club and community. It's because of discounts like this, consistently. Debbie, I know you've got this in your basket, you're going to love it. If you want to join Debbie, I do need to say, though, if you've got it in your basket, it's fine. If you want to secure your position, though, you need to press checkout. There's a big difference, because sometimes we do find auctions, especially ones where we don't have massive stock levels, like now, there can be a situation arise where at the end of the auction we've got people who had this in their basket, haven't pressed checkout, all the stock's gone, and then you miss out, because once all the stock's gone, the price is locked, you're locked out. If you really want this, do press checkout. You're going to pay the final low price. Everybody pays that final low price, plus P&P, unless you're a Freedom member, where, of course, your P&P is included. £49.72 is your price. So, I'm just thinking, are any of these pots open to... Can we open any of them? I wonder. I'm going to give it a go. Ooh, now, you are getting quite a lot... Let me see. Oh, you're getting 10 grams in each. Oh, it's got tape on it. Oh, I knew this would happen. All right, I'm going to leave it. I don't want to mess around with trying to open them up. We are busy. Let's go back. I'm going to lift this up, and let's just have a look at the board, because rather than me open it up, what I'm going to do, I'm going to... Oh, that's brilliant. OK, Andy, Director Andy's on it. Now, have a look at what you're getting. This is why this stuff is so unique. Do you see the texture, the depth? It's kind of like a mossy texture in the sense that the way it looks, the way it feels. I mean, it's interesting. It's tactile, so it does sort of warrant you, if it's on a card, people are going to want to give it a little bit of a stroke. So if you're looking to use this for dimension, to give maybe a contrast to textures, to colours, it's fantastic. Look at the different colourways, from these vivid pinks. I love the multicolours as well. Then you've got your pure whites, your greens, your more earthy tones. Fantastic if you want to create. What about for a card where you're trying to replicate, maybe it could be a woodland scene, and you're trying to replicate more earthy tones? Fantastic here. That's deep, rich green. Then you've got more of your fancy colours coming through, your bright, vivid colours for your florals, for your butterflies. You've got a lot of potential. You're getting 24 pots in total. And I was chatting to Meg, my producer, and we were kind of talking about the pots. Do you know what they remind me of? They're a bit like marshmallows in the sense everything's crammed in, but when you open it up, you'll realise that you're getting in these 10 gram pots. It actually goes a long way, because they're quite light. You're only using a little. We've got another drop coming in. We are busy for this, and I've got to stress, we do not have a huge amount of stock. $28.29. That's a 60, actually over 60% saving. Now per pot, £1.17 per pot. When we started, they were £3.33 per pot. Imagine this in your craft room. Imagine this on your craft desk. Imagine having some fun. If you're just looking, if you're into your mixed media, if you're into your card making, if you're into your home decor, your artwork, imagine having a play with a different medium. You might already know this and just looking to stock up at a fantastic price. At this price, it's a great access point if you've never tried it and you'd like to have a go. Fantastic, phenomenal. £28.03. The price is still going down. Now, as long as we got stock, that price will drop, but we do not have a lot of stock. We've got 10 remaining. That, down to 6. That is a massive jump. The minute you saw the quantity, you're seeing it go down now, down to 5. Look, please, and I'm speaking to anybody right now who've got it in the basket. This is a danger zone. Karen, Nigel, hello to you. Now, I know Catherine, all involved have got it in the basket. Stella, well done. Listen, please, 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 check out right now. Please, if you want, only if you want it, because we've only got 5 remaining. This is a danger zone. When you consider what you're getting here, now the price is still going down, but I don't want you to miss out. So if you have got it in your basket and you haven't pressed checkout, you haven't secured your position. Everyone pays a final low price. Every time that quantity goes down, that is somebody securing their slot. You can see now, coming through. So we're down to 3, and this is, I realise it's early for a Friday morning, £27.12. 3 more remaining, 24 pots. We're just over £1 per pot. Oh, and we are going down now. Where are we going to go down to? £23.56. That's 70% off. And now, effectively, we're just shy of £1 per pot. We're under the £1 mark per pot. Considering, I want to put this into perspective. When we started, it was £3.33 per pot. Now we're 98 pence. 98 pence. Only one more, and it's gone. Well done.
Price lock.
Everybody pays the final low price of £23.56 plus £4.95 P&P, unless you are a Freedom member. All right, now, what I love about Kraft Price Drop, there is something for everybody. Really, if you're looking at one auction and you think it's not for you, guaranteed the next auction probably will be. So, coming up next, we have got, look at this. It's an assortment of goodies, a feast for the eyes. So you've got some beautiful dies complemented by this fantastic embossing folder. All of it. Now, again, look at the price, $79.94. I've got to say, the reason why Kraft Price Drop I think is so popular is it's letting so many people stretch their budget. So if you've looked at any of these items before and they've been outside of your budget, hopefully, well, not hopefully, right now, we're going to ensure that suddenly it's open to so many more budgets, because we're going to bring the price down. $62.19, that's already a £17 saving. And we kind of take it for granted. Look, the last auction, we're into the 70% saving. So it's easy to get a little bit blasé at a £17 saving. But frankly, if you went out for a meal and they said to you, look, you went out for a meal, realistically, 2-3 of you, it was 80 quid. And then the waiter said, actually, we're going to take £17 off your price. You'd be chuffed, right? Well, that's effectively what we got here, £17 saving, but the beauty of Kraft Price Drop, it's only going to get better. Now, let me show you something, because I was fortunate enough to do a show where we featured this fantastic Crown and Glory. Now, this is a £24 die. That's how much it is individually. It was £24.99, and it was part of a one-day special. I remember it. It was featured as part of a one-day special. Look at the detail that you're getting here. Your border, your feature crown, your flourish. That is a phenomenal die, and when you consider, because it is a creator card die, the potential and what you can do with it, if you're looking to create that showstopper, it's phenomenal. Okay, so you're getting outside cutting edge, inside cutting detail, a lot of potential. That's just one die. What about this one? Down here with the cheers. Elegant, and we can all do... Well, look, you're always going to use a... There we go. You can always use a cheers in your life. If you just want to send a card, a lot of potential here. Now let's scan through. This is edgeable, and this is a great die. Again, I've done shows with this, so Happily Ever After. Great for your weddings, great for your engagements. Just a great card, great for any occasion. Happily Ever After could be for so many different things, okay? So it is an edgeable. And then if we come up here, can I just show you this? Leonie Pujol. And what she does is she brings you such... Leonie, we know what a great crafty Leonie is. But let me turn this around and show you. Look at the detail. If you want an intricate heart, if you want a heart that's a little bit... And you can see that she's put so much thought into this, because what you're going to do is use these further embellishments to build up, to entwine, and create something that is truly unique. And then look at this. Now, I do play tennis, so I'm a tennis player, and you can see, if I turn around here, this is just a really, really cool die. So Wimbledon, just around the corner. If you know somebody who likes their tennis, if you want to create... Now look, tennis is for guys and girls, but I only say this because a lot of the time we hear people say we struggle for masculine cards. So do you know somebody who likes their racket sports? Great card. Younger members of the family and older members of the family. And then you've got this fantastic embossing folder, and it is a big boy. Look at that. So it's a large dramatic embossing folder. Beautiful design. That is 8 by 8. All right, we're at 58.33. You're getting a real mix here, and there is something for everyone. What a great way to bolster your stand with an eclectic mix of dies, and I kind of like that because you've got loads of different styles to go with. So you've got the heart from Leone, then you've got the crown and glory, the sporty element in here, the edgeable, and then the cheers as well. Not to mention the embossing folder. So this is a great collection to make sure that you're covered for every occasion. But this is the thing with Kraft Price Drop. We give you quality and we give you value. My word. $43.77. That is a 45% discount right there. And the discount and the value is still going to go up. Because that's the thing here at Kraft Price Drop. I'll tell you what. The price goes down, the quantity goes down, but the one consistent thing that always goes up during our auction is the value, and it will continue to rise. We're at $43.66 right now for a collection of beautiful dies. So what I will ask you, and of course the embossing folder, can you see yourself using these? So do you know somebody who you'd like to maybe have a go at using the Crown and Glory for? It could be a craft project. So not just paper crafting, you can maybe use this. What about that crown into a construction box? So if you're making a beautiful gift box and you're putting the crown in there, it could be maybe for jewellery. Phenomenal. What I like about Crafter's Companion, they put so much thought into everything they've written. And with Crown and Glory, you've got the outside cutting edge and the inside cutting detail. You've got the border, you've got the smaller flourish again with the outside edge and the cutting detail. So that is a very versatile die, and it is a crater card die. Then I've got to draw back to Leone because I just want to show you. Look at that heart. I mean, if you're going to make a heart and it leaps up, it's designed to bring out what you're going to do is you're going to give it that 3D aspect. You're going to use the elements to really draw it out to the eye. But it is just so wonderfully original. And it's got that Leone magic to it. And then down here, we've got the, obviously for the tennis. Now, it's another Desire die. Beautiful die. Different. Interesting. And then we've got edgeable, we've got our cheers, we've got our embossing folder. $42.91 is your price right now. Great value, great way to stock up on your stash. You can keep them, you can give them as a gift, but why would you? Keep them yourself, use them, enjoy them. You will love these. $39.92. That's why I love Kraft Price Drop. Look, right now we're at half price saving. That is a 50% saving. We started at $79.94. We've only got 7 more remaining. We've been busy. Now, listen, when we're bringing quantity onto your screen, that is a warning. That is an indication, a trigger. If you are ready to go for this, please press checkout right now because we haven't got a lot of stock remaining. We don't want you to miss out. Madeline, I know this is in your basket. Madeline, if you want to go for it, do make sure to check out. You're not going to be disappointed. It's gone down to 4, though. So it's kind of the danger zone because I say you're never going to get outbid here at Kraft Price Drop. But there is one danger because when all the stock's gone, the price is locked, you're locked out. And I don't want that to happen to you. I want you to walk away with a big smile on your face. Imagine going into a shop and you're seeing, you know, that special promotions counter or shelf. You've just gone there. There are only 2 more remaining. You know, there's nothing, well, now there's 1. There's nothing worse than getting to that shelf and there's no more remaining. And you know, you ask someone, is there any more back there? And there aren't. Don't let that happen to you. We've only got 1 more. Don't let someone else take the savings from you and it's gone.
Price lock.
Everyone pays the final low price of $39.92 plus $4.95 P&P. Okay, now, can I just say good morning to everyone. Good morning to Diane, who's joined us. Heather, hello to you, Heather. Elaine, who's having a morning... Is that a coffee, Elaine? Hello, Elaine? No? Okay. Who else have we got? Betty, hello to you, Betty. Nigel, Lorraine, and everyone. So, good morning to you all. If you do want, I've said Lorraine a few times. If you do want to get in touch, we'd love to hear from you. I hope you're having a good start today. Big shout out to CPD Fan Club and also everyone else as well. And CPD Cat is down here, by the way, everybody. So he's asleep now. He's asleep. Okay, let's take a look at our next offering. Look at this. Ooh-wee. So, it's your Tonic Essentials. First thing, whenever I see tonic, I get a little bit excited. This is your sweet nothings. So you're getting your die set, you're getting your heartfelt wishes there, with love, your boutique, and your artist gift. Now, this is really, if you just tune in, maybe your first time watching Kraft Price Drop, this for me is one of the most important aspects of Kraft Price Drop. We never overinflate that start price. And if you don't believe me, where we can, what we do is show you a full screen of where we're getting our start prices from. Look, if you're looking at all these prices, you can see these are genuine prices. These are the prices that you would be paying at a craft shop. Look, heartfelt wishes, 8 dies, $9.99. Sent with love, 7 dies, $14.99. Your surprise bouquet, $29.99. There are 11 dies there. And an artist gift, $24.99, 11 dies. You put it all together, $79.96. So that's your start price. We've shown where we're getting that from, but I can guarantee you we're not going to finish anywhere close to that start price. If you're a tonic fan, if you're looking to stock up on your tonic stash, maybe you've seen these before and they've been outside of your price range. Well, right now, we're going to help it get more affordable. Where are we going to go down to? We're starting with a drop. $54.89. We're already set. That is a £25 saving, just like that. £25. And you see, I'm guilty of this myself. We get desensitized to these savings, but just ponder on that for a moment. £25 right off the price. What could you put that towards? Now, don't pay full price, and that's the thing. Don't pay full price for the dies when you can come here, Kraft Price Drop, and get them at exceptional value, because that's what we do. We open them up to so many more people. Have a look at now. Seriously, look at that. Oh, mama. Wow. So, to fit the card here, now these are fantastic envelopes. These will allow you to create the most unique, beautiful cards and envelopes in the mix as well. They are verso dies. Let me just whip that around and you can see the kind of things that you can make. Have a look at this. Look, all of that, everything you're seeing there. And another beauty of buying Tonic is, because you know Tonic's got such a strong following, you can go online, look for inspirations, you can follow Paola, you can follow Jodie, and you can see all the fantastic things they make. Now, take a look at this. Again, it's just a staggering die. Let me whip this around. The die does all the hard work for you. So this is an artist gift, allowing you to create these fantastic, it's kind of like, this would be great for your ATCs if you want to send your ATCs. So it creates multiple size boxes for artist trading cards and much more. And I can show you actually, we've got some beautiful finished samples. Have a look at this. This is the kind of thing you can be making. Take a look at this. Isn't that lovely? One thing I didn't show, an apology, I'm just backtracking for a moment, so bear with me, I'm so sorry. Can I just show you, now the first die that we featured, I didn't show you the envelope. Look at that, how sweet is that? Oh, and it's a detail. Now you can use, you've got different panels, so you can change around the detail in the envelope, or you can just use your pattern papers because you've got outside cutting edge. But you've got that construction. The die again is doing all the hard work for you. So right off the bat, we haven't gone through it, but these first two, as part of this collection, you can be making, okay? So you've got those. Stunning. Now let me pop that down. As we go through, we've got more for you. What about this? Take a look at that. So this is lovely. Big die, beautiful detail. So it creates a beautiful gift card size tag and envelope pocket design. So you're getting the pocket for the tag, or the envelope rather, and you're getting the tag all in the mix, allowing you to make something like this or something like this. Ooh, snazzy. Popping that down. And then we've got, now this is sweet. So similar principle here, but you've got these wonderful little, let me just show you here. It's little, it's ditty, but very, very sweet. So this creates a multiple tiny envelope design. So you've got the different designs on the envelope, but you get this tiny little envelope with multi-designs on there. And again, if I just show you... Oh, wait, teasing me. Oh, hold on a second. So clumsy this morning. I'll go sort that out in a second. Look at this. You got these tiny little... How sweet are they? Love it. Okay. Listen, let's get things rocking and rolling because you come here at Kraft Price Drop and you want the best. So let's give you the best. £52 is where we're at and a little bit change. We're going to go lower. £38.41. That is a half price saving. It's only going to get better. You're getting Tonic. Listen, the name Tonic, and this is why I'm paying attention. Because I know how many fans of Tonic there are out there. If you've never bought Tonic before, what a great access point. Because suddenly, as opposed to paying $79.96, which we saw, genuine start price, $38.41. $38.41. When you consider, and I'm going to show you quantity. So, coming up now, just showing you, we've got 26. Now, that 26 is going to fly when you consider the saving, and you'll say, wow! So we went from 26 to 19. That is a massive jump, and that is a real indication of how busy we are. So do not miss out. You're getting all the quality of Tonic, but my word, are you getting value as well. We're going to scroll some names coming through, so if you are a successful bidder, if you secured your position, you will be seeing your name as part of the winning ticket parade. So who we got? Joyce, hello to you, Joyce in Milton Keynes. You got Maxine in there as well. Jan, hello to you, Jan. S in Hounslow, very mysterious. S. You got Chris there, hello to you, Chris. Also, Sue's joined us. You've got Garant, hello to you. And so many more. Please make sure to check your baskets out. Let me just show you something, okay? So when you consider value for money, have a look at this. Have a look at the size of this die. Isn't that, and that really is. It's a die, it's a statement piece. It creates the most beautiful multi-squared envelope designs. Let me just whip that around, because... Oh, well, let me show you, actually, sorry. When we're talking about multi-design, so each one of these panels offering you a different design because you've got the outside cutting edge, so you're taking these sections out, so you decide maybe I want a lattice effect, or maybe I want a little floral effect, or maybe I want a different feature, maybe an Art Deco. You've got the scope, you've got the different designs coming through. All of these change around, okay? That's just one die, one aspect of this set. $79.96. It's our start price. Where are we going to go down to? $31.86. We've only got 10 more remaining. That is a 60% saving. 37 dies in total. We're down to 9. Usable. Actually, do you know what we can do? I'm sorry, this is producing from the floor. Could we just get the start price, the full page? I just want to show you something because we're at $31.86. Now look, you see the surprise bouquet? That's $29.99. So effectively, for one die set, couple of extra pounds, suddenly you're paying, or £1.87 more, you're getting all 4 sets. How can you not appreciate the value there? I mean, it's staggering. Can I just stress, by the way, please, please, please press checkout right now. I'll tell you why, because once this auction shuts, so once those 5 go, if you were to check out once the auction closes, the price reverts back up to this price here, $79.96. I don't want you to pay that. I want you to pay $31.86, but you can see the quantity going down. $31.73. I cannot believe that price is still going down. We've only got 3 more remaining. You're getting a set of beautiful dies, and they've got so much crafty potential here. They're Tonic. You will fall in love with them. Maybe you've seen them before, and they've been outside of your price bracket. We've only got 2 remaining. We've only got 1 now. Listen, one of those dies cost £29. One, $29.99. Look at the price. $31.60, and you're getting all 4 sets. But we've got 1 more. That's it. Price is locked.
Price lock.
Everybody pays the final low price of £31.60 plus £4.95 P&P. All right. Now, you see where I said that we always try and offer you something a little bit different. Take a look at this. Now, this could be storage or cover for a sewing machine, a carry, or it could be a Kraft bag as well. So it's your fuchsia and black sewing machine carry stroke storage bag. It's approximately 46 by 33 by 22 centimetres. But just to show you, I'm gonna look. We can give you numbers. Now you don't get this, but we have got a sewing machine in here just to showcase. So maybe you bought a sewing machine, it didn't come with a carry case, or it hasn't come with a protective cover. So you can see inside we've got our sewing machine. So it's there, you can lift it, it accommodated perfectly. So that sewing machine went beautifully into our case. So I'm popping it in here. So maybe you just want to have this on your craft room or somewhere in a room, in a spare room. There's your sewing machine in a cupboard and you want to protect it. So you know that it's stored away, it's not going to get dusty and it's protected. But better still, if you're going to a craft class, we are very busy for this, by the way. If you're going to a craft class and you want to take your sewing machine, then suddenly, and that is sturdy. So it's a heavy sewing machine, but equally the bag can cope with it, because obviously it's a reinforced bag designed for this purpose. It's designed, it's strong, it's durable to take your sewing machine. But not only that, I love the fact that so much thought's been put into this. So that's actually locked, you've got, it's tied in. But look, you've got a zip here, so when you unzip this, you can put in your patterns, or you've got space, you've got scope to put in all your patterns there as well. And it looks nifty. It's stylish. So whether you are taking this out and about or you're just going to keep this at home, you're going to use it for that protection and for the storage, fantastic. $23.47. You know here at Kraft Price Drop, you don't pay anywhere close to that start price of $24.99. We are busy here. Where are we going down? Oh, $15.73. Straight away, that is £10 or just shy of £10 off the price. Great saving that's only going to get better. How much are you going to be paying for a bag of this quality? So it's a sewing machine bag and carry case, a storage bag carry case, $15.54. And it's quality, and there's the difference, because you might go out and about and you might see something like this, but is it going to be the same quality? Is it going to be the same durability? Is it going to have the style that you're getting here as well? £15 and 16p your price. Fuchsia and black. I like the colourways. We really don't have a lot of these, and we've been busy. So we got 20. That is it. We've only got... What I will say, and just presenting here, you start to get a feel for Kraft Price Drop. So whenever we see it jumping by multiples, in my mind, it really showcases how busy we are for an item. I mean, now we're down to 11 from 20. You see how quickly they're going. In my mind, that will be a trigger, an indication that if I want to go for this, now is the time to secure your bid. To do that, you need to press checkout. If you've got it in your basket, and I am so sorry I'm going on about this, it's only because in a couple of previous auctions, we've had viewers miss out because they've had something in their basket, they haven't checked out, and I've got to stress, if you check out after this auction, then the price goes up, okay? You've got 8 remaining, £14 and 77 pence. £14 and 77 pence. We're down to 7. That is great value. No, do you know what? That is exceptional value for a very, very usable carry case, storage case, protection. So to stop your store, you might have a sewing machine, hasn't got a hard cover, or a cover. You might have lost your cover and you just want to protect it. You want to keep it dust-free. But not only are you protecting it, but suddenly you've got the ability to carry it out and about as well. Put it in the car. Take it to a craft. We've only a craft class. We've only got 1 more remaining. That's it. Well done, Sue. Now being the last one.
Price lock.
Everyone pays the final low price of £14 and 77 pence plus 4.95p and poo. All right, so you see, we try and mix it up. We give something for everyone. So we had a fantastic carry stroke storage case for soft crafters, and now we're back onto the paper crafters, and we have got some fantastic dies for you. Gorgeous dies by Spellbinders. So Spellbinders, you're getting a set of 2 nestabilities. You're getting your labels 25 and your exquisite labels 11. Now, if you were to get these 2 fantastic die sets, it would cost you £60 and 36 pence. That is a genuine start price. actually, again, we can show you this, so just having a look. So £23 if you want to go for the labels 5, you're getting 5 dies. And if you want to go for the exquisite labels 11, you're getting 3 dies, but they are considerable dies, and that'll be £37.32. So you put the two prices together, that's where we get our £60 and 36 pence. Let's have a look here. Now, this is the exquisite labels. Take a look at this. Just showing you how they're used, how gorgeous they are. So they are nested. You can use them independently with other elements in your stash. Toppers. But that is, I mean, that is a considerable die. It is lavish. It is exquisite. It's got potential. So are you going to paper piece behind? Or are you just going to use that in its raw form? Are you going to put colours? Are you going to pick out certain details? What about the inserts as well? So you're suddenly building up that dimension, all designed to work together, create the most beautiful effects. So that is your first set. And then coming over here, you've got your nesting set as well. So nestabilities, as the name suggests, allowing you to create the perfect mat and layer. So maybe you're going to mix up. Now this is a nice little inspiration. Going from the white to a different colour. That could be mirror card or different colourways, or you can graduate through. That's how you achieve that interest, the interest to the eye. But where you can take it a step further, using your little foam pads, however you want to do it, 3D glue, you can suddenly get the dimension as well. £58.54 is our price at the moment. £60 and 36 pence is where we started, and where we're going to go down to. £34.52. That's a 40% saving, and that's a saving that's only going to grow, only going to evolve. Remember, you're only charged at the end of the auction. If you are a Freedom member, at the moment, that's your delivered price. It will go down. Everybody, and this is a golden rule here at Kraft Price Drop, everybody pays that final low price. $34.35. Elaine, you are a Freedom member. You have secured your place. Well done. Sue, again, Freedom member. Georgina's involved as well. Busy auction. We're down to £34.18. So, let me ask you the question. Are you a fan of Spellbinders? I know there are a lot of people who are seriously big fans of Spellbinders, because Spellbinders as a company were in at the ground floor, so at the start of the die cutting revolution. So when die cutting exploded, Spellbinders were there, and they've evolved through, and they've always grown and always sought to bring you something that is different, that is usable, that allows you to get crafty. Nestability's very, very popular, but I can understand when we're talking about £60 and 36 pence for 2 die sets. That's a considerable purchase. So that might have been outside your budget before. So maybe you've had your eye on these and you thought, oh, you might have gone into a shop and seen them and said, oh, my budget just can't stretch at the moment, at this moment in time. Suddenly, when you consider $33.67, makes life a lot better. Now, if you think that was good, wait a second, because we've got another drop here. Where are we going to go down to? $26.37. $26.37 is a better than half price saving. Let's go back to, I just want to show you the genuine start price. So look what you're paying before. Now, $26.37, you're just a few pounds off. Labels 25, where you're getting 5 die sets for £23.04. And then you've got your exquisite labels for £37.32. These are genuine start prices. These are the prices that you would be paying if you check out after the auction. £60 and 36 pence is where we started. I'm going to show you quantity. A lot of you get involved here. Now, we've got 30. I'm going to show you 30. We'll always mix it up, but when you see us showing you 30 left, there's a reason we're doing that. It's because they're flying. Trust me, we have a lot more stock. When we bring up the stock, that isn't our starting stock. We're just showing it towards the end of the auction. It's kind of just to let you know as well, a subtle way of saying, look, we are busy and this quantity isn't going to be around for much longer. Because here at Kraft Price Drop, and again, this, for me, it makes my job a lot easier as a presenter. We are totally honest and transparent. We show you where we can, where we're getting that start price from, but one thing you can guarantee, that is always a genuine start price that is never overinflated. Then you've got your quantity. So we're showing you, listen, we've got 22 left. That is it. So it's up to you what you do with that information. But one thing I can tell you, at the moment, you're paying $26.37 for 2 exquisite die sets, where you're getting 8 dies in total, but they are gorgeous dies. I mean, the exquisite labels dies really living up to its name, because they are exquisite, they're lavish, they catch the eye, they're attention grabbers, showstoppers, and then you've got your nested as well. So these are your nestability range. They're all designed to nest together and create something that little bit special. You can tell, or you can see the quality of the design, but one thing I can tell you as well, the quality of the actual manufacturing process, because it is Spellbinders, a company we know, a company we love, it's a company we can trust. The quantity down to 9 more remaining, £26. That is exceptional value. We're down to 8. Are you looking? Have you had your eye on this? Are you looking to have a go? Maybe you hear a lot of people talking about Spellbinders and you've never had a Spellbinders die. This is the perfect access point, the perfect time to invest in some Spellbinders at exceptional value, $25.69. Price is still going down. As long as we got stock, the price will drop. You're only charged at the end of the auction. Everybody pays the final low price, but you really do need to be in it to win it. And now is the time where you need to be pressing checkout if you haven't already done so, because we've got 1 more remaining and this auction has gone.
Price lock.
Everybody pays the final low price of $25.52 plus $4.95 P&P. Okay, once again, we have got some gorgeous Tonic dies for you. Ooh-wee. Take a look at these. So, these are your Tonic dot and drop. If you have got your Nuvo drops designed to work with the Tonic dies, so they give you beautiful cutting detail, but not only that, they give you small perforations, which you can just see there. Those perforations, a guide to use your Nuvo drops, have some fun. So, Tonic dot and drop, your delicate swirls, you're getting your leaves, you're getting your diamond column, your twisted arch, or twisting arch, and your diamond corner. Already busy for this. And again, you know what we're going to do, and I'm glad we've got so many pages to show you that genuine start price. So let's just take a look. You can see here, no one can... I mean, look, at £6.49, that is a great price for each of these dies, right? That is what Hochanda do. We give you a great price. Kraft price drops turn a great price into an exceptional price. So you can see that you've got 5 sets there for £6.49. You put them all together, £32.44. 45, I should say. But you know here at Kraft price drop, we're not going to pay anywhere close to that. Can I say, it is Tonic. Every time we see Tonic, we're always busy. And this is no exception. $18.99. All right, now listen, life just got real. Let me talk to you because, sorry, I'm leaning down. Just having a look here. Now, one of these sets we showed you was $6.49. $6.49 for just one. Now, suddenly, they're £3.80. That, to me, so, I mean, the $6.49 was good value. The £3.80, exceptional for all of these. And we are, I cannot stress, we are busy for these. We're going to show you our quantity and you're going to see it disappearing. We've got 40, all right? 40, that is it. Once it's gone, it's gone. And we are jumping by multiples. $18.99, your dot and drop. You're getting your delicate swirls, your leaves. You've got your column, your diamond column, your twisting arch, and your diamond curve. Corner, I should say. So, we're dot and drop, and I love this collection from Tonic. And Tonic are innovators, they really are. Have you got any Nuvo drops at home? Even if you've got 1 bottle of Nuvo drops, well, they normally come as a set, but maybe you've just got 1. You could have seen us actually at Stamp Magic on the Tombola and nabbed yourself a bottle of Nuvo drops. And where these take it to the next level is we use our Nuvo drops to embellish our cards, but now we're actually incorporating Nuvo drops into the design feature a step further. So rather than a little bit of detailing, maybe 3 subtle drops, elegant drops, you're turning them into the design. So they embellish and they accompany the cut work. So you're getting the dies that give you the beautiful cut work, which you can see here. And one thing you can't appreciate and one thing you can't see at the moment, it's the... tell you what we do. If we can get as close as we can... I'm so sorry, Andy. I know I'm directing from the floor. But you see those tiny little dots there, those white dots? That is where you're going to be putting your design. That's where you're going to be putting your Nouveau drops, hence the name dot and drops. You're just dropping the dots on, and what that does is take that cut work to the next level. They're beautiful, so you can start playing with your colours, your Nouveau drops, expanding it, learning different techniques, and it just goes to show the versatility of the Nouveau drops. These are a great set. They work together, they're themed together. 25 remaining, £18.07, exceptional value, and look at the quantity, it's just falling. Price is falling, quantity is falling. The one thing that is a staple, the only element that will ever rise here at Kraft Price Drop is the value, and it is rising and it's going through the roof on every auction. 20 becomes 19. This is real time, exceptionally busy. We know how many people out there love Tonic. What a big fan base, support structure there is for Tonic. But when you consider, you might have seen shows in the past with Jodie, with Paola, where they've had a go with the dot and drop. It might have been different designs, but you might have thought, oh, do you know, I've got my Nouveau drops, I'd love to have a go, but the dies might have been outside of your price bracket at the time. £32.45. How does £18.07 sound? But that price is only around while we've got stock. When this auction shuts, that's it, it's gone. 16 remaining. Can we do better with that price? It's a question, and it's been answered right now. Ho ho! We are going down. 32.45 is where we started, and suddenly we're at £16.09. That is a half price saving, and that is why Kraft Price Drop is changing the game. That is why so many people get up at 7 in the morning just to catch Kraft Price Drop every day. Remember, we're on, whether it's 7 in the morning or 7 in the evening, you can always find a Kraft Price Drop hour here at Hochanda, 7 days a week. We're down to 12. 12 more remaining. That saving is exceptional. Do you know what? Per die now, it is suddenly working out at £3.22. Should have been £6.49. £3.22 per die. I can't tell you. I'm hearing in my ear how busy we are. Listen, this is Danger Zone right now. I'm not. I know this sounds like I'm just trying to shopping TV. He's trying to put on a show. Genuinely not. I can hear in my ear how busy we are. So I don't want you to miss out. We've got 8 remaining. If you have got this in your basket, please press checkout if you want them. Because once the auction shuts, the price, if we have got stock, the price goes up. Okay, I need to say, this is our quantity, but obviously sometimes we have stock in our warehouse, and if we have sold additional ones at the end of the auction, you're paying £32.45. I don't want you to do that. Please, please, please press checkout right now. You've got 5 more remaining. 5 more chances. This is Danger Zone. This auction will finish. 5 becomes 4. Tonic, dot and drop, the delicate swirls, the leaves, the diamond columns, the twisting arch, and the diamond corner. 2 more remaining. For this fantastic collection, we've only got 1. It is going to be fastest fingers first, and it is gone.
Price lock.
Everybody pays the final low price of £16.07 plus 4.95p and p. All right, so again, I just love the way we're always changing it up. So we've gone from fantastic dies, Tonic, to Kraft Buddy. Once again, a brand that we know, a brand that we trust. So here, Kraft Buddy, and what Kraft Buddy do, they're all about the bling. And they're bringing the bling to everybody. I have to say, these are incredibly usable. So Kraft Buddy, you're getting 6 packs of self-adhesive rhinestones and pearl numbers. 180 numbers in total. So let's just have a little bit of a chat. I like the pearl finish, and if I just show you, you've also got the oh, that is a rhinestone, sorry. So now the 2 different designs, so you can just see there's the rhinestone and there's a pearl. Equally, I mean, both attention grabbers. You're getting 3 sheets of each, so you're going to be able to customize any paper crafting project, any home decor, artwork. They're a good size too, the actual size of the numbers. So if this was, say, for a birthday card, it could be someone's, you know, I say a birthday card, it could be an anniversary. What if it's someone's 51st anniversary? You can customize, you can personalize. What if it is someone's 39th birthday? You can do that. You're getting the bling, you're getting the ease of use. It's literally peel off, stick on. You don't have to worry about glue, you don't have to worry about die cutting, you don't have to worry about precision. All of that's done for you. And you don't have to worry about price either. £18.08. That is nearly £12 wiped off the price straight off the bat. £29.94 is where we started. We're down to £18.08. Kraft Buddy, you're getting 6 packs. So per sheet, we're paying £3 and a penny at the moment, but that price is only going to get better. They started at £5. That's where they started. That price will get better. It will evolve. Everybody pays the final low price. And what's even better, if you are a Freedom member, that's your delivered price, because of course you don't pay P&P because you get unlimited P&P. Can I just say, if you're not a Freedom member, maybe you're new to Kraft Price Drop, it is well worth looking at Freedom membership. You can save yourself a lot of money in the long term. So Freedom membership costs you £6.97 a month. But hold the phone, because you might think, well, why am I going to pay for Freedom membership? So let me explain. Standard delivery here at Kraft Price Drop is £4.95. So for an extra £2.02, you're going to get unlimited P&P for a whole month. So let's just say if you wanted to get in on this auction, that's £4.95. If you bought one more item with us this month, you would have been better served becoming a Freedom member. So don't wait, do it now, and then you're not restricted by P&P. So you're getting even better value on every auction. And not only that, you're getting access to exclusive discounts outside of Kraft Price Drop. £17.53 your price. £29.94 is where we started. So how are you going to be using these? Are you going to use these for your paper crafting projects, for anniversaries, could be birthday cards? Or what about if you're going to go for artwork for the home, what about to commemorate a new addition to the family? You can put their weight. You can put the date of their birth. Memories, awkward birthdays as well. 67, where are you going to find a 67th birthday card? Right here, right now. Do it yourself. £17.20 is your price. Anniversaries are great as well, because if you want to make an anniversary card, here you've got it all covered. Because you've got all the numbers, you can do whatever you like. It can be for anything. £16.98 your price. £29.94 is where we started. So what are you going to personalise? What are you going to do? How are you going to use this? Maybe someone's moved into a new home, so you've got a card to reflect that, and that could be the number of the home. You get what I'm saying? So you're only restricted by your own imagination. We've got 19 remaining. The price will get better. As long as we've got stock, the price will drop. We're down to £16.87 right now. £29.94 is where you started. You're getting 3 sheets of each. I love the pearl finish. I love the rhinestone. Both equally equal showstoppers. Now, look, you can use these on gift boxes, you can use them on canvases, you can use them on your paper crafting, scrapbooking. You've got scope, you've got potential, but you've got ease of use as well. So visually, they look fantastic. The pearl finish, gorgeous. And you're getting multiple of each numbers as well. 14 remaining. 14 becomes 13. And do make sure to check out to secure your position if you really want it. Again, Sue, same thing. £16.87 is your price. Can we do better with the price? Can we get it down? Let's have a look. 11 remaining. £29.94 is where we started. Down to 10. £16.76. Getting 6 sheets in total. You've got 9 more remaining. 9 becomes 8. 595754, your item number. Where are we going to go down to? 6 more remaining. This is the danger zone. So if you want to get in touch right now, now's the time to do it. You don't want to miss out. £16.54 is the price. Great saving. You can see the value. You can see the saving. We're down to 4 now. 4 more chances. 4 more opportunities. Don't have to worry about glue. You're just literally peeling off. You don't need to die cut. If you've got dexterity issues, so if you like the rhinestone finish, but maybe you've got dexterity issues, fantastic. Peel off, stick on, great. They're a good size too. We've got 1 more remaining. It's gone. Well done, Sarah Jane.
Price lock.
Everyone pays that final low price of £16.43 plus £4.95 P&P. All right, so moving on, we got the Mill Shop online, bring you some fantastic fabrics. I worked with Joe the other week, and just chatting to him off air, you can really get an appreciation of how passionate Joe and the Mill Shop online are for fabrics. That's what they do, and they do it very well. Now, you've got your 14 poplin squares here. Gorgeous designs, something for everyone. Now, at $27.86, it's $1.99 per square. That's a good price. We're going to turn a good price and we're going to make it exceptional. So let's go through our designs and see what we're getting here. We've got something for Christmas, just to give you an appreciation of how big the squares are. So there we go. Lovely, and I love the fact that they have been crimped at the sides as well, so that allows it to, they're not going to fray. All done for you. So that's Christmassy, a bit of Christmas vintage. Ooh. Let me just see as well. I'm sorry, I'm going to be making a mess. I will tidy it up afterwards. Now, what about that? I love this. So you've got all that strong imagery that you can fussy cut into. Very vintage, very trendy. Going back to our Christmassy feel right here. So that, now these two would play very nicely together if you wanted to incorporate these two onto a project. Or two separate projects, same feel. And then now we're going to, again, something for everyone. These beautiful hearts. Isn't that sweet? Lovely hearts. So you start to think, maybe you're going to use these for your plique, for your blocks, for your quilts. This is cool. Oh, do you know what? This would look really cool on a quilt or on a bag. Table runner, wall hanging. How are you going to use it? A little subtle detail somewhere. So you've got your camper van. And then you've got your bright bursts of colour coming through as well. That's nice. So all of these different designs, and the beauty is, what you're getting here is a great way to bolster your fabric stash. So just have these little squares of fabrics, bursts of colour, 100% cotton to dip into. Fantastic for your plique. All right, I'm going to pop it down, because we're just going to have a look at the moment. We've got 10. That's it, and the price is dropping. I will be carrying on going through the different designs, but we've only got 10 of these. $19.87, so instantly there you can appreciate the saving. We've gone from £27.86 to £19.87. So per square now, it's £1.42. How cool is this one? So do you know any cat lovers out there? Oh, look at that. So you can see, now we're down to 9. Look at that, very, very cute. Lovely, lovely little cat there. Okay, let me just show you. You've also got the little dotty coming through as well. Then we've got more of a Christmas fabrics. You've got plain green, which plays well with your Christmas fabrics. Going through there. You've got a pure white. And then you've got this beautiful floral rose. Okay, so lovely selection of fabrics in the mix. Something for everyone. A great way to bolster your stash. We've only got 5 though. $19.87 is price, down to 4. Look, this is busy. This is a busy auction. You can see it. So ask yourself the question. You're looking to bolster your stash at a great price. Only 3 more remaining. Maybe you're going to use it for your plique. Bag lining. 2 more remaining. 2 more chances. 1 more opportunity, and it's going to go. Mill Shop Online, getting all the quality, you're definitely getting the value, and you're getting a beautiful collection, and it has gone.
Price lock.
Everybody pays the final low price of £19.87. Whoo! Oh, plus 4.95p MP. Thank you so much for your company this morning. I hope you've enjoyed it, and I hope if you're brand new to Kraft Price Drop, you've got an appreciation of what we bring. So we are a falling price auction. One thing is guaranteed, that you're going to get exceptional value. Now, I've talked a lot this hour about Freedom membership. Can I just show you the perks of being a Freedom member? So as a Freedom member, you get unlimited standard delivery. Let me put that into context. If standard delivery at Kraft Price Drop is $4.95, Freedom membership for a month is $6.97, but you never have to pay for any P&P. So effectively, for £2 and 2 pence more than our standard delivery, you become a Freedom member. You never have to worry about Freedom membership for that month. You can opt out at any time. You also get, and here's the other thing, you get exclusive member discounts outside of Kraft Price Drop. So you might be watching an hour outside of Kraft Price Drop, and you'll be getting additional discounts. Now, those discounts will easily make up for that £6.97. So to have a look at Freedom Membership. I'm genuinely trying to save you money there. I hope you've enjoyed Kraft Price Drop. So whether it is 7 in the morning or 7 in the evening, 7 days a week, you will always find a Kraft Price Drop hour here at Hochanda. It is going to be fun, and one thing is guaranteed: we're going to offer you exceptional crafty products at amazing prices. Because here at Hochanda, we've built a reputation on the fact that we offer you quality. And when I say quality, quality and value. So that is a staple here, and we're going to carry on bringing that to you at exceptional prices. So thank you so much for sticking around. I hope you've enjoyed it. There's going to be an online exclusive auction at 11. You can only find that at craftpricedrop.com. That's going to be at 11 today, and then we've got another Kraft Price Drop on 7 o'clock. Stay tuned though, we've got an amazing hour coming up. So, Crafty UK quilting templates. Going to be a great hour with Andy. Then, Be Creative, our one-day special, Grip Stick, don't miss that. And Tonic Bookmaker, the weekend wow. It's going to explode. See you in a moment.
Multiple monthly payments. After your first payment is made, your entire order will be dispatched. When you add at least £60 worth of any items to your shopping baskets, either online or on the phone, you'll qualify for our Flexi Order offer. This means you can spread the cost of your order over equal monthly Flexi-buy payments, offering you the extra flexibility when you shop with us. Flexi Order, making your shopping experience with Hochanda easier.
I'm Debbie and this is Kim, and together we are Sixpenny Memories.
We've known each other for about 8 years, and we're based just outside Newcastle in the northeast of England.
We're very lucky in the fact that we've managed to bring lots of new things. We always try and bring new things, new books, patterns, fabrics, kits, notions, always quality.
And we do get the opportunity to do lots of demonstrations, which is great.
We're looking forward to continuing our journey with Hochanda and with you. We've got some beautiful fabrics on order, as well as lots of notions.
And we've got the new booklets, which have at least 3 projects in them, which will have lots of new quilts, tips and techniques.
Make sure you don't miss our shows. We always try to make them informative and fun.
That's it. And we just want you to sew. Hope you can join us.
Good morning, everybody. How are you? A warm welcome. It is Friday morning and we've got a great show lined up. I've got a big smile on my face because this is the first time I've got to work with Andy. Andy, it's an absolute pleasure. Can I say, Andy, I've seen so many of your shows. You're always working with Charlie.
Yeah, they always put me with Charlie. I don't know whether it's
dream team though. You and Charlie. I'm really looking forward to it because you bring such great stuff.
We always try to bring something different.
Yeah.
You know,
You
something that that hasn't been done before.
Yeah.
Because we make them, so we can we come up with ideas. We can make what
You
we
say
want.
it's you and your wife. It's
yes.
Family-run company.
Family-run, yes, just us two. So.
I love that though. And I really enjoyed chatting to you before the show because you can see how passionate you are about everything.
Yeah,
you
offer. I've come into this from an engineering background and stuff, and and I enjoyed doing that.
Yeah.
But this is just so much fun.
You can see. Now, speaking of fun, there is something for everyone here, but I absolutely love this first offering. Tell me about this, Andy.
Well, it's just, I think it happened to be a big coincidence, because there seems to be some sort of big...
what could be on over the summer?
Big tournament happening soon, so we thought, why not? We'll do a football template, but if don't switch off if you're not a football fan, because this is for children. This is to create a ball that you can use your fabric up. You can use, little trains and little boats, little dolls, whatever on the ball, because it's made up of hexagons and pentagons, and you sew them together. There's 2 different sizes you can make. So you can use one with this one here, which is unfinished.
Yeah, they're both unfinished, you say.
It's been a bad week. Poor Joe has been a bit ill this week, and we've been struggling to get everything done.
I'm sorry to hear that. Yeah.
So this one is made of 20 hexagons and 12 pentagons, and this one is made of 30 hexagons and 12 pentagons.
Now, what I'll do, I'm just going to pop these down because you need to see the finished product, and we've got it here. Come on, Katie, let's do it. Oh, there we go. Everyone was worried we were going to knock over the pack shot. Because they're soft, though, and you're saying for smaller members, listen, larger kids are going to love this as well. I actually love this. But you're not going to break anything in the home, too.
Well, it depends how hard you kick it. But,
but it's soft, it's plush, and it looks great.
Yeah, it's a nice, it's a nice little keepsake. You could also, you can do them in your colours of your sons, your granddaughters, your team's colours. You can do that.
Personalise, put their name on there as well.
I mean, the stuff that it's made, you can sew into it, so it's very good. So you can embroider into it and do whatever you want with it. So it's very versatile because it's fabric, and we've got a piece of bosal in there. We've got double-sided fusible bosal in there to do it. So
it feels great. It looks great. Would you class this as an easy project or an advanced project? Intermediate?
We thought it was going to be an easy project, but it turned out to be quite a puzzle to actually put the pieces together. Now I've cracked it how you go point to point and flat to flat to make the different ones. Now we've cracked the instructions. It should be fairly easy. But
we'll show this in our demonstration as well.
We're going to demonstrate. I mean, I sewed most of this on a machine.
Perfect.
Jo did this one totally by hand.
Oh wow!
She sewed, all, but I'm not a hand sewer.
Yeah, okay.
I mean, I will, but it's not my forte. So that took her a while to sew that together.
Is Jo watching?
No, she's had to go. Well, she may be.
Maybe.
She shouldn't be. She should.
Or she might be watching us on catch up. Hochanda go out.
But
Jo, I hope you're feeling better, by the way.
I'd imagine the computer might be on at work, and she might be watching in the corner.
Seeing her handiwork. Now, this is great. So just showing you here, you've got two options. So you've got the football template with the bosal. Now that's on a Freedom discount, $15.29. You're getting the football template and the bosal. That's great value. Or $16.99 if you're not a Freedom member. And then at the bottom of the screen, you can see just the template for $11.99. I would be tempted to go for the bosal. It makes a big difference because it's all about the touch.
You can buy the bosal elsewhere. You might already have some. There's there's a piece there enough to make one of them. And I've been generous about laying it on and cutting it out. You could actually lay these pieces on and butt them up and draw it and cut them out with scissors, and you might get that one and that one out of it if you really push it together. But I've just made sure that you've got enough to make one to start with, and then after that it's up to you what you do.
And say little boys or girls, because my niece absolutely loves football as well. So little boys or girls, what a great thing to make them. They will, any little person will love this, I tell you now. All right, putting this down, we're busy for this option. $16.99 your price, or there is a Freedom discount if you want to go for the bosal option, the individual template at the bottom of your screen. Coming up next. Now, I watched your show, Andy, and I saw this sell out in your last show, so very busy, our jigsaw option.
We've done it a long time ago, and I said I'd never bring it on Hochanda until I'd done the quilt that had been in my mind for absolutely ages.
Is this a quilt?
So, yes. So,
I want to show you this.
At Easter time, we went to a quilting retreat up near Scotland. Wow. So I took all the bits with us, and I made this while I was there.
Look at that! There is actually, if I turn this around, sorry, because there's even a little bit you've got there. I like that little touch.
It's the missing piece.
There's a missing piece coming up there, so you can just see it.
So it's a fun. It's now actually upside down there because of the cat and the dog in the middle.
Oh, it is upside down. Sorry. Okay. I just want to show you. There we go. But look, what a lovely. I mean, that is an exceptional quilt, and it just goes to show how versatile you are. And Andy was showing me before we started today that putting the pieces together, you don't have to lock them in. He's got a very clever technique to know that they always nestle in perfectly. And again, we will be showing that in this demonstration. If you missed out last time, great opportunity to get a hold of this fantastic jigsaw template. I love the interest here. For $11.99, Andy, is ridiculous value.
You say because we manufacture the things, with the overheads aren't there, we can keep the cost down. We can compete with the big template manufacturers out there who are, you know, having them mass produced. We can compete with them. You know,
I love that.
That's the simple thing about it, is because we are a little cottage industry and we're British.
Come on, get in there. Listen, Jigsaw, $11.99. It's acrylic. It will last. 774-723, your item number. Moving on. Now, this is nice. So, square and square. Again, you were educating me, Andy. For anyone not familiar with the square and square, talk to me about this.
Once again, this is where, you know, my background of not being a quilter becomes a problem, because when I sew things together, after I've sewn a row of squares and then I sew another row of squares, when I go to put the two together, the two things are different lengths, because my sewing isn't that accurate, you know. So this is a template where you sew bits on and then you cut it back down. So any errors that you create, you're wiping the slate clean. So you sew your 4 bits on the corners as strips, and then you cut it back down into a square. So when you sew them together, your points here are going to meet perfectly. And this makes it almost foolproof. Nothing is foolproof, but it makes it so much better, you know, to do, and it's quick and easy to do.
You say quick and easy to do, but my word, I find myself looking at this. I absolutely love this design, because you're constantly discovering new shapes. So whether it is the centres here, how they continue along, or the actual square, the smaller square and squares, gorgeous inspiration. It's like a little bit of trick to the eye.
And this one has also got, I think, it's in here. There's actually 2 here,
right?
Because there's a smaller one. So the actual template. So you've got a 5-inch one, and then you've got a 2.5-inch one, and they work exactly the same way, but 2.5 is exactly half of 5. So you could create like this bit, and then you could create this could be your placemat, and then you could create the other little ones to be wine coasters for it to go as a set, or you can use it as a border to go round the original one on the main quilt or something. So there's actually 2 in that set, so there's actually twice there to do 2 different sizes, exactly the same pattern, just that much smaller.
Cool. Details are on your screen. $13.99, 689 048, your item number. Now, everything else we're going to be featuring on the show is on the website. We're going to demonstration, but we've got more shapes where it's similar principle to square and square. So you've got square and octagon and the hex and hex, which we are going to be showing you a little bit later on as well. Okay, so as we go to... Oh, and by the way, you can shop by brand, so just type in Crafty UK on our website and you can see all the fantastic things that Andy brings. If you are looking for a rotary cutter, 5-star review, scissors as well, so everything that you need there. Okay, so what are we going to be working on?
Okay, so this is the football, okay? So this is whichever one you decide to do, whether you decide to do the one with 20 hexagon or one with 30, it's still the same principle. So you get, each one has 2 pieces to it. So you've got the actual finished hexagon size, and then you've got the outer frame. Now we've done a 3/8 frame because you're wrapping around Bosal and you need that little bit more to wrap around. When you sew, generally our templates have a 1/4-inch seam allowance on them, but this one's got 3/8 because it's going around something that's there. So we want to fussy cut our first bit out, so we're going to fussy cut one of these robots here. So you can lay this on. We'll just move it around here. So I can line up my robot in the window of the template. Now the middle bit is the one with the grips on. So this has got grip. So if you see that slide there nicely, if I turn that over, it now grips the fabric. Okay, brilliant. So the outer frame doesn't have it on because you're not using the outer frame by itself. You're only using it with the middle bit. So I've lined up my shape there. Pop that in the middle there. Rotary cutter. And I'm just going to cut it out.
Now, I mean, and I would imagine as well, if you're using a paper template to do this, it's hard to cut out and you can slip under. So having that, and being acrylic, it will last.
So there's just a little piece on the end there. So it will, it will last. You aren't going to damage it. You drop them on the floor, they'll be okay.
Not going to tear.
But certainly this with a 3/8 frame, if you get hold of it and twist it like that, you can break it. You'll find it very difficult to break that bit. So to cut that there, I'm just going to cut one of the hexagons out as well. So again, for using up scraps of fabric, here we have a tiny scrap of fabric. You can lay it on. You can actually see whether it's going to fit or not, so you know whether it's going to be on here or not.
I love these non-stick, there's kind of like non-stick drops on there. On the centre template, so you don't have to worry. I know sometimes we can stick stuff on so our templates don't move, but you don't have to, they just come already.
Yeah, it already comes on. If you like that, I've just moved that and I've now got to reposition it to cut my last bit. Position your outside bit on, then put your middle bit in, because if you try to slide it around, it doesn't work because it grips. So always remember just to do your outside. So there we have. We've cut one of each out. Now we need to cut some bosal. Okay. They're going to go round. So the bosal is just cut with the middle bit.
So there is an option, remember, you can get the template with the bosal. Details are on your screen. There is a freedom discount on there as well. For anyone who's not used bosal before, Andy, how would you describe it?
It's like a stiffener. So a lot of people put it in bags and stuff. That
gives structure.
It gives structure. It makes the fabric stay in place. And this, what we've got, is fusible. This is double-sided fusible. So the iron will melt to this, which you'll see in a minute, which is why we use this. So and you can say it stitches through for that nice bit that we had. So you can embroider. So it cuts very easy because it's a very soft substance. So there is no trouble, you know, cutting it.
And you're getting a good piece coming with it, so it's more than enough to do the project.
So I've cut that out and I've had waste there. You could, if you wanted to, if you don't like, some people don't like using rotary cutters, they like to use scissors, you could place that there. You could take your pen, you could draw around the bosal, because remember it's going to be on the inside, and you could take your scissors and you could cut that. And if you, by saving space, because hexagons naturally nest, you could draw your next one right, butt it up, so you can save yourself. And like I say, you don't have to. You might not. You'd get some left over, but at the moment I've done it so that they actually cut out with gaps in, just to make it easier. So, so that's one of them, and I'll just cut one of these ones.
So tell me a little bit about Crafty UK. How did the company come about?
A lady who's a big quilter just asked me one day, you know, can you make this? Because of where I worked, and I had lots of CAD/CAM equipment at my disposal, and she said, can you make this for me? Because
you say you have got an engineering background.
Yeah, I mean, I spent 36 years in one day. One day is very important. Wow. Designing cardboard boxes.
Oh wow.
So that's what I did, and this lady I knew used to do all the logos and stuff for our hockey club. And she said one day, can you do this for me? And I suppose so, but being that, I said, what is it? Why is it? Why am I making this? Why can't you buy one? She said, well, people don't make them. People make them. Anything comes into this country is made, you know, out of this country. But you can't get anything bespoke made because, you know, because there's no one that does it. So I thought, you know, that's an idea.
Crafty UK was born.
There's a chance there to do something. Nice. So you know, we moved on, and you know, and that was it. After a while of, you know, playing around and seeing how the industry relayed, we went for it.
Now, we have had a picture in, Andy. I know you love your pictures, so take a look at this. This is from Jane, who made the jigsaw. Have a look at this. She made a lap quilt. Jane, that looks awesome. Ah, and Jane, thank you so much for taking the time to send that in. I really appreciate it.
That's the first time someone sent in something. We always keep asking for it, you know, because
there we go.
We love to see people bring them to the shows that we do. People bring things in shows, but first time someone sent someone in on the telly. Well done, Jane.
Thank you so much. Keep them coming in. If you've got any pictures, we would love to see them.
So, right, we need to bond these together. So I'm going to put just a piece of scrap fabric on my ironing board, because the bosal is double-sided, so if you heat too much, you'll actually get the sticky on the other side to go down.
I love the fact that it is fusible.
So we've got to position this onto here and get that lined up. Now...
Oh, Andy, sorry to interrupt. Check this out. So I've just heard, very busy for the option with the template with the bosal, we're at 40% of the stock. 40% of the stock. Thank you so much. You won't be disappointed. Can I just say, I think this is fantastic. I would love this. So imagine little me, I would absolutely love this.
This is it.
Okay, sorry.
So we've got to position this in the middle. You can use your eye and try and line it up, but then you can't do that side because you've got to do it from that side. So then you've got to turn it over and line it up. So there's a much better way. Place that in the middle there. Place your...
Here's your engineering head coming
template on the top.
Clever.
Remove that. Iron.
Perfect.
That's now...
What?
That's now...
Oh, you are kidding. You literally just touched it with the iron.
Because you don't want to do too much. Now we want to move the edges in. So iron in.
Annie, this is so easy.
This is why we use double-sided Bosul, because we wanted to do the edges as well.
Yeah.
Now on the Pentagon, we decided it was best to go round.
Okay.
Now, if any bits stick up, just push them down neatly like that.
Yeah.
The more you use the iron, the more this melts, the more it keeps popping up. So you push it down. If there's any there, you just push them down, and then that will then set over there. And then one more press like that. Like I say, you don't need long. So that is now done. So
and that that is anyone can do that.
So that
looks so good.
So then again we'll do the next one. We'll do the hexagon. Again, piece in the middle. Fabric.
Now I know we've got Lottie producing. Lottie, Charlie would love this. Lottie's Charlie's little boy. He would absolutely love it. He came to a party. We had a party. A couple of the team were leaving to go back to Australia. And he stole the show. He's a little charmer, our little Charlie. Getting all the hugs from all the pretty girls. It's going to be 5 next month. So per little boys or girls, and I need to stress this, because as a soft toy, I think this is great. You cannot go wrong with a football.
Oh yeah.
But the fact that you can personalise it with beautiful fabrics,
make it, sort of make it, house friendly.
Yes.
So with the hexagon, we found it was better rather than going round in one go each side at a turn. I found it was better to do every other one.
Okay, that's interesting.
It doesn't work for the pentagon because there's an odd number of sides.
Right.
And then you've got just your bits to push in.
Okay, just to let you know, if you are looking to go for the option with the Bosul, so you're getting the football template plus the Bosul, there is a freedom discount. We're approaching 60% of the stock. If you do want it, please check out your basket.
So
it's not going to be long before we call limited stock here.
We only had so much Bosul because we manufacture everything else, but the Bosul was, something we got hold of a load of it, and that was what we got.
So am I right in saying then once the Bosul's gone,
once the Bosul's gone, the Bosul's gone.
Okay.
If we run out of stock of the other templates, there are always more on.
We can always make more.
We could always make more, but the Bosul, I can't guarantee I can get another couple of rolls at that price.
Yeah, of course. So do make sure to be quick on that one.
So there we have one there. So we've made the two. So now the simple place is we need to sew them together.
Okay. Now you were saying there was a technique to this because it took you with the template. You were saying find out. You described it as being a bit of a jigsaw. We do have a jigsaw on the show, by the way, very popular. So how should we be doing this? What's the technique?
So it's when you place them all together like this here. There's always 5 going around the outside of the pentagons. The main thing to remember is pentagons don't ever touch.
Right.
They're always separate. So you've got your ball here. They're never ever next to each other.
Gotcha.
Only the hexagons are next to each other. But when it comes to making the 2 different ones here, this one, pentagons are always edge to edge. So across if you look at 2. Or you look at 2, they're across each other. So there. So you've got the flat side and then the flat side on another one when we're going over here.
I've got you.
So they're always flat together. But
so you mean here, so flat there, flat there, and you've got the point there and the point down there.
So they're always opposite each other on a pentagon, on a hexagon.
Right.
That's where it gets confusing, pentagons and hexagons. They're always opposite each other. Where this one, they're point to point. So
this is a smaller one.
So this is the smaller one. So this hexagon has 3 coming off of it, and so they're not flat to flat because that would be one there. So they're in different positions. Okay. So that's the 2 combinations of the ball.
So you can see the point to point.
So it does explain this in the instructions, but that's the difference between a 20 and a 30. They both have 12 pentagons, but they have the different amount of hexagons, so that makes the ball bigger. Okay. So then that's the way to remember when it's going together, because you just sew them and you just sew one on and sew one on and just build it up until it forms the ball.
Just to let you know, the option with the Bosul is now limited stock, so we've got less than 10% of our stock. It will sell out. It's going to sell out quickly, so if you do want to go for that option, please put it into your basket and check out sooner rather than later.
So we need to fix these together because the two shapes have exactly the same side, although they're different shapes, so they will join together. Yeah. Now you can take this and you can hand sew these bits together. You can sew through the bosal. Don't forget before you start sewing it together, if you want to do anything on it, if you want to put names on it and do any embroidery or anything, these were just done with the sewing machine. So you know, these are just simple little things that your sewing machines can do lots of little shapes and patterns and stuff. So you can decorate it with stuff like that.
Personalised with names. Now this is a great way to use your decorative stitches as well.
Yeah. And if you're if you're an embroiderer and you're good at that, you could draw something and then embroider that on. So you can embroider a name on it, or a date. Motion. Or you can use your sewing machine to write a date if it's a birthday or something, or when that team won the cup or something.
When we're going to win the World Cup. Listen, I've got to tell you, unfortunately, all the stock it's technical sellouts. All our stock's either sold or in your basket. This is the option with the bosal. We still have the templates by themselves. If you have got the option with the bosal, if you have got the option with the bosal, please make sure to check out your basket. But at the moment, you can still get a hold of the template, which is fantastic. I mean, it's such a good template, and we're working on it right now.
So we're going to sew the two together. So side to side, and all I've done, I've set the machine so it's put a zigzag stitch in it. So I'm going to put them there.
Would a satin stitch work as well, or not really? Do you need that flex?
It's zigzag is just the fact that it's it's going to connect the two together because you're not sewing a seam, so you're sewing across. So. Okay. So just going to go simple through like that. And like I say, the yellowy one, I did most of that actually on the machine.
And the beauty here, just watching you work, that's perfect.
We're now together, so
you don't need a complicated sewing machine. You just need a basic sewing machine. You're able to do this.
So we can add that one to there.
Okay.
And because the stuff is flexible, where the next line, technically, it isn't going to lay flat because two hexagons attached to a pentagon.
Right.
These aren't going to lay flat, but you can manipulate this.
Oh, okay.
And sew it through your machine.
Right.
And carry on. So, so this bit was all sewn on the machine because it will press down and do that. So. And that's how you make it. And so you just carry on, and and build them up. There's a pattern that shows you how to lay the bits out to connect this to this to this. And so once you've done that, and then you start to mould it round into a ball, you start to sew the extra ones together.
Fantastic. And at the end of it, you're going to have the most beautiful footballs that you personalise. So you decide what fabrics, who's this going to be for? Are you going to really customise? So you can introduce different designs on there. So if you know someone likes robots, some dinosaurs maybe, princesses, mermaids, whatever you want, different colours. But one thing that is a consistent is at the end of it, you're going to have the most beautiful plush football to play around with. $11.99 if you are going for the template. Here's what you get. You do get it in the storage as well, so do take a look at this. So you're getting, I like the fact it comes in storage. It's got the non-grip elements to it. It's got the grip, elements to it as well. So non-slipper is what I was trying to say. $11.99 your price, 048840 your item number. It's 3mm acrylic and it is made in the UK by Andy and Joe's Fair Hands. So do have a look. Now we're moving on to our jigsaw. Been really busy. I'm going to show you something. I'm going to show you why this has been so busy. Could you imagine making, we are approaching 20% here, could you imagine making something like this? How awesome does that look? I just think that is great. It's the effect. And Mark's going to be demonstrating this in a moment. So do stay tuned because he's got a great tip to ensure that you will never, ever go wrong with putting the jigsaws together.
Them all now.
How have I confused them all?
Because you just called me Mark.
Did I call you Mark? Did I call you Mark? I don't even know why I called you Mark. It's early in the morning. Thank you, Andy. But I'm not even there's no marks anywhere. I don't even know a mark. I don't even know where that came from.
I was just telling you, because people might be thinking, oh, they've got someone there. They said there was only Andy and Joe. Now they've employed Mark.
I didn't even hear myself say that. I'm sorry, Andy. I didn't even hear myself say that. It's not. It's Andy. Jigsaw, $11.99 here. 774-723, your item number. Now we're going to go to the Square and Square. So come along, Andy, come on. No, Square and Square. So tell us a little bit about the Square and Square.
So once again, to make this shape and put the 4 triangles on the edge of a square and to bring it back into a square seems quite a simple thing to do. But to cut the actual triangles, to get them fit on, and then to get the bits to butt up and get the nice points to go together is actually quite hard when you actually try to do it. So it's done in a totally different way. You put strips on the sides of the square, and then you cut them back down into a square, which has got the 1/4-inch seam allowance already on it, and then this has got Bosal in it as well.
You can see
another thing, you know, so it makes
Bosal's good stuff.
It's clever stuff, you know. You should always have some Bosal in your stash.
And if you want to go for any of the projects here and you're looking for some more Bosal, you can find it on our website. So you're getting a great template, you're getting the consistency, and that is the key. $13.99 quality, and I have to say, working with Andy and Kraft UK, I really appreciate the quality that they bring in. You will appreciate that when you get these home. We're approaching a quarter of the stock here. Now, we've got other options of shapes and shapes, which we didn't get a chance to show you live. This is your square and octagon. This is a bit nifty.
So again, once you've done the square and square, it just made me think, oh, you know, what can we we do as well?
A bag. This is clever.
This is made by a lady called Angela, who lives in Plymouth, and she's over the years, as we've developed the templates and stuff, she's come to the show and we've got to know her, and she's gone away. We give her a template and she goes away and makes something for us, because we don't have that much time to make all these things. So this was made by Angela. So and she made it into this lovely little bag, which is where I keep all my samples in. So when I bring it to the shows,
clever.
We're going to be bringing some of this stuff on in the future. This plastic, because we've got some ideas of some bags and stuff you can make. So we've sourced a large roll of this. So
cool.
That's something we're going to be bringing on for a future show. So.
Fantastic. Details are on your screen right now. $13.99 for your square and octagon. It's got a freedom price. Suddenly that's coming down to £12.59. Next one coming in. Now this is your hex and hex.
Hex and hex. So this one is the one that came after the square and square, because it seemed to be the shape in shape, and then. So it's a hexagon,
looks
and
great.
then you sew the bits around it, and then you cut it back into a hexagon, and then hexagons naturally net. So there with a centre square with 2 different colours. That's the centre hexagon with all the same colours.
Love this.
And then there you've got 6 different colours, so you can blend them all together. So there's a quilt.
And then a completed product.
Wow! Where they've all been done.
Andy, I love this.
And that's been that's another Angela.
She's been busy. Looks great. So could you imagine this in the centre of a table, maybe part of a quilt, wall hanging? Phenomenal. $13.99 your price for your hex in hex, made and brought to you by Crafty UK. 245857 your item number. Next we have something a little bit different for you.
So when you sew, I'm meant to give this an iron before the show starts. It's a bit late now.
Sorry.
So when you sew hexagons together. Because if you didn't want to do this,
hold that up for you.
If you didn't want to do the bit and go around that side, you could just use the outer hexagon of this.
Okay.
When you sew them together, you're left with these gaps.
Yeah.
So this is you need to fill these in. Well, this one is a half hexagon, so this is quite simple to fill in, but the others aren't. So here we have the tool that fills in this. So all the black bits have been done by the tool.
Oh wow!
So it will cut a half hexagon. It will cut. This shape, and it will cut this shape in the corner.
Andy, that's genius.
So it just finishes it off. So we call it our half hexagon finishing tool. So this is available by itself.
Yeah.
Or if you buy it with the hexagon at the same time, it's on a slightly cheap. I think you save
special price.
I think you save £4.
Hey,
if you buy the 2 together. So.
I'd be inclined to go for the 2 together. Look, they're designed to work together. You're saving £4, and that is such a useful tool. So I say this is the option with the 2 together. Normally it'd be $23.98, but you're saving an additional £4, and you will not regret adding that finishing tool into the mix, because it really will be a time saver there. 547556, your item number. Last thing to show you. before we get to our next demonstration. I like this.
So this is a diamond novice seam. So this what you're about to hold up is called tumble blocks. So it gives that 3D effect.
There we go.
I'm not sure it matches.
No, I think it's that way.
I think it's that way. I think it's one more round.
Wait. Let me try that way.
That's it.
Okay, thank you.
That's, I think, how it should be up.
It looks great. Now, Andy, tell everyone at home what you were explaining to me using the dark fabric on the Y seam.
So, to give this, to give the effect of a tumble block, you use a dark, a medium, and a light fabric.
Okay.
This gives this 3D effect.
It's incredible.
So, when you sew this together, you're left with you sew 2 bits of a Y seam to get 2 bits of it together.
Okay.
And now you have to sew this bit into there.
Right.
So you have to lay that flat there and that flat there, which is not possible.
Okay.
So you have what's called as a Y seam.
Yeah.
Which a lot of people hate.
Right.
Some people, you know, I mean, there's tutorials out there on the web that show you how to do it, and it's doable. I'm not saying it's not doable.
Yeah.
But if there's an easy way to something, then I like to use it.
Yeah.
So by this, you cut. The template has an extra line on it, so it allows you to cut triangles like that, which you sew onto the ends of them first, and then all you do is sew in straight lines.
Perfect.
So the dark one of what you were holding up is actually made in 2 pieces. So if
You wouldn't know that, would you?
the camera zooms in, you probably struggle to see it. Obviously, you're not going to use a striped fabric or something that would give it away. But yes, but they're nearly there.
So if we go further up,
a bit higher up.
We're just looking.
It's like a golden shot.
We're looking here, Andy. We're just looking there.
Yeah, so that's actually in 2 pieces, which you know the camera's zooming in, and that just shows you how well Angela did.
Wow.
That the camera's going there, and now you can just slightly see that bits of the pattern.
Nobody's going to get that close to it.
Yeah,
that is incredible.
So therefore the whole thing is now done in strips.
Yeah.
So there's only straight lines to sew. Well, anyone can sew straight lines. You know, it's just you're just feeding it through a sewing machine.
Incredible.
So that makes it very simple to do. And this comes in 4 sizes. So there's 4 diamonds in there. There's a 1 inch up to 4 inch. So you've got this one you're holding up is a 2 inch version of it. So you can make 4 different size quilts.
Great job.
So you can make, you can make a tablecloth, a placemat, and a wine coaster, all in exactly the same pattern, but different sizes.
Details are on your screen. You cannot go wrong. $11.99, 888-327, your item number. It comes beautifully presented as well. So it's got the storage box, the protection, and that fabulous nested templates. Now, we've got more for you on the website. You can discover all the goodies. The jigsaw. If you have got £60 or more in your order, suddenly it's brand new to Hochanda. We've got Flexi Order. It has arrived. So it means that you can turn or you can add flexi payments onto items that wouldn't necessarily have a flexi structure to them. So if you go to the basket, you can see, scrolling down, that we've got the flexi order. It will appear as long as you've got, because we've got total of £72.90. Now, that £60 has to be £60 excluding P&P or savings, and then all of a sudden we can split the price into 2 payments over 2 months, and you can see there. Plus, obviously, the first payment includes your P&P. So we're just paying half today, plus P&P. Now we're going to work on our jigsaw.
Okay, so the jigsaw comes with 3 pieces.
Yeah.
So there are 6 possible jigsaws, not counting edge jigsaws, but there's 6 possible shapes. That's the permutations of innies and outies. So that's not me making that up. That's the rules of a jigsaw. Okay.
Yeah.
So with this, you can make any one of them because this bit slots into here. When we first made this, we had the 6 separate shapes, which made the acrylic so you got 6 templates, which made it very expensive, and we made it and we thought, well, this isn't going to sell because it's just far too expensive, and chances are no one's going to want that one with them all in, and possibly the one with them all out. So, and I think, well, we have to solve this problem. And so and all of a sudden, just driving down the road, and I have no idea why it just came into my head, and I'm going, hand me a pen. I wasn't driving, by the way. Hand me a pen. I've just got it. She's going, what are you on about? So I have the jigsaw. I said, I've got it. It's just obvious that you make it like a jigsaw. So you make a bit that goes in like a jigsaw. Yeah. So now you can draw around here onto your fabric. Yeah. You can move that to there. So you can make any one of the shapes. So this shape here, this has been positioned on here. they've been cut in.
Yeah.
That one has been there. And that one has been there.
Got you.
So you can make any one of the shapes. So you draw around this. Now these are going to be appliqued on because you're not going to seam anything like this.
Okay.
And we've used Bonder web on the back so that you can heat seal them to something, and then you'll need to sew around the edges to finish them off. So then it came to like when we were joining them together, and we thought, oh, that's all right. So you cut that one out and you put that there, and then that's got to line up with that. Well, that's a lot of hard work because if you don't make that very accurate, the two going together, you're going to see through. So now you've got to put a heavy stitching in there to cover that up. That's going to be difficult. And there must be a better way round. I thought, well, hang on. If we add another bit to the pack so that we turn them into straight edges, now when we join two together, if we put that over the top of that, now...
That's so clever, Andy.
That fits perfectly.
Yeah.
So it doesn't matter how badly you cut this out, it will always look like it fits perfectly.
Genius.
So you can't lose. So and the same with so you never have to cut them out unless they're on the outside. There. So
I think that's incredibly clever. Dan, what was it like when you had that eureka moment driving along?
Well, she just thought I was mad. But that's how it is. It's things that I think they come to from. I must have seen something. There must have been something on the radio. Something must have said something that made my brain, because I wasn't even thinking about it, and it was just suddenly I thought, well, that's obvious the way you do it. And then the more you play with it, you realise that there's other ways and the better way to do it and to evolve them.
We are approaching a third of the stock with our jigsaw, just to let you know. And it's sold out previously, so this time when we got Andy to come back and visit us, we have a huge amount of stock of the jigsaw.
We have reserve stock, so we can
so
use
it's going some. Okay.
So we've drawn. So we've done this one here, and we want, because this is going to go on the edge, we want to cut one of these out.
Right.
Now the best way to cut these out is to fold the fabric in half, line up your two bits, because once again it doesn't matter if you haven't got it exactly, because you can't see through to see the other half.
Yeah.
And then
just give it a little snip.
Pair of scissors, and I'm going to cut in there. I'm going to cut round.
So have you always been interested in sewing and quilting and patchwork?
No. I mean, I've always been a crafter making things,
right.
But not usually out of fabric.
Oh.
So like me and my dad, we'd make everything. Everything was made out of wood. Anything in the house, as soon as we bought anything new, me and my dad, we took it apart to see how it worked. But
you had that crafty gene.
Yes.
So you've got an engineering mind, or?
But yeah, so I've spent a long time with things. So that's how. So we've cut that bit out. So that's how that one. So this one's going to go in the middle here. Now, if you notice the edges of them, they've got a slight curve on them. So rather than have them straight and make it, because jigsaws aren't straight, if you look at them as they join together, there's always a swirl. So we've done a little bit of a curve on it. So you need to make sure that when you join things, that you get your curves right and not. Well, that one fits as well, but not
they all fit.
They all fit. They all fit. That's just the luck of the draw. So Bonder web on the back.
Yeah. Scratch.
Score through it. Peel it off.
Lovely.
And then going to place it on.
And there's so much potential. I mean, instantly in my head, I've been thinking, well, how would I be using this? Great if you're looking to do a project for a new addition to the family, for an anniversary, for a loved one, for a birthday. You have got so much potential. They just look good.
So 3 or 4 on a cushion with an initial in or something, or just 2 is simple like that. So that one's just on.
I had an idea. Andy, what about this? A gift for a grandparent, and each of the little pieces can be like a different kid or member of the family?
Yeah, I mean, you can print...
It wasn't my idea, actually, it was Lottie. I was trying to take credit for it. But she was so good, she didn't even get angry at that.
You can print photographs onto fabric these days, so you could print a photograph and then cut it out as a jigsaw piece,
That's nice.
So...
Andy, our director, talking about getting pictures printed off, he's got a chair in his home, and the backing is a picture of him. So you're going in. So generally, you got it printed, bespoke printed, and it's him, like that. You've got to see it. Great chair.
So the next one there. So once again, we just line that up. Line up the edge. It's often better to slightly overlap it, just to make sure that there's no. You're not going to see any white under there. Place the next one on. And there.
Nice.
So, and then we will sew round this joint to keep it in place, because otherwise, over time, the bonder web will become unstuck.
That just blends seamlessly, though,
yeah.
Andy.
Yeah. So now, and this one is going to go there. So, you know, and that's how quick, you know, the time on the jigsaw is the cutting it out. Is carefully drawing around and taking your time to cut the bits out and get them as neat as possible. But as I showed you when I cut that, by folding it in half, you only have to cut half of it. It makes it more symmetrical, and because there's no bother about the width of anything, whether you get them right to join them together, it doesn't matter. So,
and they all just line up beautifully. But in my mind, Andy, the real joy is when you start, you've got all the pieces. So what I would do is I'd batch cut and then start putting it together and creating your composition.
You do need to plan, because like this orange one, the fact that it had two straight sides, you need to plan that to know where that's going to go. So you need to draw, you know, onto your with your template onto here and do it. So
you're going to make some amazing quilts with this, though. Can you imagine incorporating this into your design?
And then so that's that. But then the other thing this is used for is if we get our other one back in.
Yeah.
The middle.
Okay.
Is not been jigsawed. It is a straight panel.
Right.
So where the two cats are sitting. Yeah. That is actually a panel of fabric. Oh. This has been put on and a line has been drawn, and then I've sewn on the line.
Or you can free motion.
So your free motion, just follow your line. So that now looks like a jigsaw puzzle, but it isn't. So you could take a printed panel, put a piece of wadding behind it, draw the jigsaw all over it, quilt it, border it, and you're done, and you haven't even cut up a piece of fabric.
Andy, that is
looked like a jigsaw.
genius.
So that's the other thing it can be used for. That's its final bit.
That is so clever.
And it's so simple. That is, which is the beauty of it. I mean, it's a child's thing, but it's simple because there's nothing. The hardest thing to do is cut them out, and that just takes a little bit of time.
Andy, you've won me over. I tell you what, that jigsaw's awesome. Yeah, come on. Where's my phone? $11.99 if you do want to go for the jigsaw. Very busy. We're at 40% of the stock gone here. 774-723 your item number for your crafty UK jigsaw template set. What I love about the fact that this has been made by Joe and Andy. They're 3mm acrylic made in the UK. So do come and make sure you get involved, because we are busy this morning and it's an absolute pleasure to have you join us. We are approaching now. Listen, we've gone from last time I heard in my ear, like 2 minutes ago, we were 40. Now we're approaching half the stock has gone. Very, very busy. Do make sure to check out your baskets, and you can't help but fall in love with the jigsaw. I'll be hand on heart. Everything you've shown today, it's great quality to fill, and it's the little touches of the non-slip, but the designs, I love them all.
It's just a case of finding different things. I mean, we've had things on the past which have been done, by other manufacturers and stuff, and I've taken them and I think, this is a great idea, this should be selling fantastic, and then you look into it and you think, well, no, they've made it difficult. They've made hard work of something that should be easy, and you look at it again and you think, well, I could do that to it and I could do that to it, that would be better. So all of a sudden it's now become our design and it's much simpler,
So you've gone from a premise, a starting point, and this is your engineering background. How can you turn something and make it easy? For instance, the Y seam. So this is something we struggle with.
The no Y seam.
Well, exactly. If you've struggled with the Y seam in the past, Mark and Crafty UK have suddenly made it easier. Have I said Mark again? I'm so sorry.
See, it proves it wasn't the first time.
Do you know what? I don't know why I'm doing it.
Oh, now we're known as Mark. You wait.
I'm so sorry.
You wait because you work with.
I don't know why I'm saying that.
You work with Anthea, don't you?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, well, she's now going to go.
She'll give me a slap. She'll give me a slap. I called her the wrong way.
She's now going to start calling me Mark. You can guarantee it. You can. In the next show,
Andy,
she's going to walk
up
and say it.
I've never called a guest wrong. I don't know what's wrong with me. Okay, listen. Going back to this. So you're getting the Y seam, and the beauty is here. Now you're telling us though the way this is done is actually in strips.
Yeah.
But if you use a dark fabric, you're never going to get. You don't see that seam.
And you've got to have a dark fabric to make the actual pattern work, because it's got to be dark, medium, and light. So there's got to be a dark fabric in there somewhere. So that's it's just the which one is you using, which is your darkest. Yeah. That's the one you use to make it. So.
Awesome. $11.99 your price for, and we're approaching the quarter stock for your diamonds. Busy for this option. I love the way they come presented too.
It caused us a big problem in the start because when we first time we went out on the road and to shows and stuff, everyone's looking at it and they're walking past going, oh, no, I don't want a DVD, don't want a DVD. And sort of like, it just seemed an obvious thing to put them in, to keep them clean, to put them safe. Where because there's 4 bits, so you know, as soon as you take them out in your craft room, you know, there's a bit under the sofa, there's a bit under the chair. And when you want it, you can't find it, but you've got somewhere to put it back to. They've got a spine on them. They go on back onto a shelf, so you can read the spine like you used to with your DVDs. You can see exactly which one you've got. So wherever part, I mean, we actually make templates to go in boxes. We actually do that sort of like part of the remit when we start to design something. Oh, it must come out of, it must fit out of this shape. I mean, you know, there's some of them like these don't because they've had to go into packets because they don't fit into a box. But if wherever possible, we've got an entire range that all fit in the DVD boxes.
Well, there you go. Now, just to move on, because we've got... Now, this is important because this particular option works as a perfect companion to our Hex and Hex. So they come together with a £4 savings. So this is your finishing template. So this is the
finishing tool. It works with a 3-inch hexagon. So this is the outer hexagon on this one is a 3-inch hexagon.
We just explain that concept because I've got one here. So when we talk about having that finishing tool... Is that one or... Sorry,
this is this one,
yeah. Sorry. So you're seeing here, now, so you've used your hexagon, you've built up this template. What the tool allows you to do then is to finish that off. So if you're wondering, well, how am I actually going to turn this now into a finished project?
Some people would sew an extra hexagon on and then cut it off.
Right.
So, you know, so they're wasting a bit of fabric. This tool will cut just the piece of fabric that you need, so it will sew it square. You might not want to return it square. You know, it's a case of, you know, you might want to have it, you know, like this quilt. But if you want it square to, you know, to make it, it depends what you make. If you've got a square table, if you're making a pillowcase or something, you need to return it to a rectangle or a square shape, and the tool will allow you to do that in a nice, easy fashion because it's got lines on it that will mark, so you can position that. You position your edge of your fabric on the line there in it, and that is your seam line, and then you cut your outer edge.
I put this
in the instructions.
That doesn't help.
Put the black bit.
There we go. So you can see all those lines coming through.
And you've got A, B, C on there, and so it shows you which is A, which is B, which is C. So it shows, you know, we like to put. I mean, the instructions are on the packets as well, but wherever possible,
to have them on there.
We like to put them on there because packets get lost. And once you've perhaps done it once you've mastered how to use it, then you're sorted. And therefore, you pick the template up. It's like, oh, what was I doing with it? Oh, it's here. It's in my hands. I mean, the Hex and Hex, the instructions are all the way round on the outside. You know, so they're there for you, and the square and octagon, the instructions are round the outside as well.
So you've got that there. Just give you the details here. We're approaching half the stock of the two. My humble opinion, if your budget can stretch, get the two together. It will make a big difference. This will save you a lot of time and fabric as well. Now, you can go for this option individually, $9.99 if you just want to get that finishing tool, or you can get them both together where you are saving £4. 547-556 your item number. If you want to get the Hex and Hex individually, you can do that as well, $13.49. Moving on, we have got the square in octagon. I like the square and octagon. Nice design.
As you say, it gives. I mean, it started off when we first did it. There was just a square and the octagon, and now you get a little triangle in it as well. Because we found when doing the bits in the middle, it was better to break them up. Because it made the whole thing easier to create. You know, and once again, sewing together because you return into a square. And squares are easy to sew together. So anything you can return into a shape like that. It makes the whole thing just that much easier to sew together.
Gotcha. And there is a freedom price on here as well. So, Andy, making life easy for you here, and we're giving you exceptional value. So take advantage. You're a freedom member. That is your delivered price. We're approaching a third of the stock on here. 144009, your item number. Same principle, but this is your square in square. So once again, now this is an option with the bozal. And you can show with any of these options, add in with a bozal. It's nice.
Yeah, I mean, it's just, you know, if you're making a placemat or anything like that, the stuff, or a bag, it's just something nice to put in.
Gives it that luxury, that tactile nature. Give it a squeeze. $13.99, similar principles, and you could be doing something like this. What I've taken from this hour, and it's been a pleasure to work with Andy, it's the first time we worked together, but the fact that see, this is the consistency. Maybe you've tried to do similar designs before and you've gone wrong. If they weren't quite the right measurement or the fabric stretched or pulled, you've cut wrong, then you're going to find that they're not going to marry up. But with the templates, you're going to get that consistency. You're going to be able to put your designs together quicker and more consistently. $13.99 your price, 689048 your item number.
And so don't forget that one actually contains two. There's a 2.5
yes.
and a 5 in that one. So
did you want to show? No, this is what Andy wanted to show you.
So that's the 2.5. That's the 2.5 inch square in square, and that's the 5 inch square in square. They both come in the packet.
That's good value for money.
One is nested inside the other, you know, so it comes out of the middle. But you know, they just make two separate items.
So, I mean, even more value there.
Yes.
Love it. Going on to our jigsaw. Very busy for the jigsaw. I have to say, we've all fallen in love with this. Let me just show you. This is just using the jigsaw.
That was my demo last time.
Okay. So we're at 2/3 of the stock, which is really impressive considering how much stock Mark brought with him. Sold out last time, so if you've missed out last time... Have I said it again? Oh.
Do they tell you in your ear?
Yeah,
as well,
they just told me in the ear. I don't understand it because I actually don't know, Andy, I don't know a mark. There is no mark anywhere here. Do you know what it is? The minute I've said it, I'm really conscious of that. I'm going to say it again. It's in my head. We call it a brainworm.
Just call me him. Him I'm standing next to.
Andy, I'm sorry. I'll call you Andy. I don't know what's wrong with you.
I get called all sorts of things.
You're allowed to, for the rest of the show, you can call me Charlie. Hey, look, that's just showing you the finished call. You're going to want to work with Charlie next time again. Now, tell me about this middle panel again, because I was really interested by that.
So once again, all the bits around the outside have been cut with the jigsaw template and then have been appliqued on, but the middle is still the original panel, so it's still one solid piece of fabric. So I've laid the template on, used a fabric pen that will iron off or wash off, and drawn the jigsaw shape, and then just using the sewing machine, getting a bold line, just sewing around it carefully. It's not. You could do it with free motion, but I've actually just general lines sewn on it, and follow it through. Then as soon as you put your iron on, the line disappears. So don't worry. Sometimes you stray a little off the line. You think, oh God, that looks dreadful. But as soon as you put your iron on and that line disappears, it looks lovely, because there's nothing that it's strayed from. So the middle panel looks like it's a jigsaw puzzle, but it's actually just a piece of fabric.
It looks so good. And what I will say, and this is coming from Andy's engineering background, so clever in the design. He kind of had that eureka moment. So with the actual template, and if you could pass me the little bits, please, Andy. Thank you. So look, this is where this is such an innovation, because you've got your core structure with the jigsaw piece, but then you've got these little elements, so it allows you to create... Oh, I'm sorry, this isn't the easiest to see. Actually, what we'll do... We are going to be walking over here. I'm going to show it to you over... I'll show you... Well, OK, let's show it here. Thank you, Andy, you're a star. So you see these little tabs. So suddenly they allow you to build up your own pieces. So whether you want to add a little tab in there or you want to blank off, you can do that right there as well. And then you're building up. It's very clever, very, very clever. And one thing I really need to point out, these are so well made. I mean, I'm feeling them in the hand, and you will appreciate this, and I wouldn't say it unless I didn't 100% believe it. So if you ever struggled with paper templates before, I mean, you've got the structure, the rigidity, and they'll last. You can butt the rotary cutter up there, work with these. 3mm acrylic. And made in the UK. Now, the football, we sold out with the option with the Bosal. We've still got the templates, and you could be making something like this, which are awesome. Wait, Dave Bradford's in. Come over there, Dave. throw that back in. Oh, I need...
If only there was a camera offset.
That was genius. That was absolutely... All right, wait, Dave, we're going to do that again. Everyone can see. So throw it again. All right, here we go. It's good. Good skills, Dave. Good skills. Thank you. That's a legend of Dave Bradford, everybody, who's coming up next hour. Sorry, here we go. But it goes to show how much fun you'll have with this. Big boys and small boys and girls, of course. Yeah.
As soon as there's a ball around, someone's got to kick it.
Everyone's got to kick it.
Yeah. With it, haven't they? So
all right, here we go.
So now we've moved on to the hex in hex. Okay. So there's two pieces to the template. You've got the inner bit and the outer bit.
Yeah.
So using the inner bit once again.
Yeah,
perfect
for
2
minutes.
2 minutes? I'm not going to get through this.
Have you got another hour upstairs? Is your one?
No, this is one and only hour.
One, so
okay. I'll run it.
Talk through it through,
and I'm not going to get to sew it. So you cut out your piece.
Yeah.
And then it tells you to cut 4.5 by 2 inch So 4 by 2.5 inch rectangles. You sew them round the edge. So you place that on there, sew along there. This first one, you start midway and sew to the end, fold and press, and you work your way around with them until you end up with one like that.
And they look so good.
And your last bit, now because the first one that you sewed halfway, you now need to fold that back a bit and finish that last one off.
Gotcha.
That's where some people forget that last bit. So now...
And at the end of it, you will have something like that. I'm sorry, I'm so sorry we were rushing you at the end, Andy. It's just flown by. 50% of the stock. Taking the blame. Look, a lot of fun. Listen, 50% of the stock has gone there. We've come to the end of the hour. Can I just say a massive thank you? It's been an absolute pleasure.
Great.
Hopefully see you on soon. I'm so sorry. I might have called Andy Mark a few times in the show. I don't even know where it came from. I've never called a guest the wrong name, and certainly not 3 times. Thank you so much, Andy. I really appreciate it. Katie, come on here quick. I need to show you something. Come around here. You're going to have to come on air real quickly, because we just want to say as well, happy birthday! Come on, happy birthday. It's Katie's birthday, so happy birthday, okay?
Thank you.
I think we've got some cake for you. I don't know that. I'm hoping so. Okay. I hope so. So next you know
going down
we
the
have.
shop quickly.
I'm assuming we have. I don't know. But there we go. Happy birthday, Katie. Listen, if you have got anything in your basket, please make sure to check out. And again, Andy, thank you so much. When are you going to come back and visit us next?
I'm back in July, and it's Christmas.
Oh, awesome.
So I should have my Christmas jumper on.
Come on, look, I remember last year. We've got another fantastic hour coming up. Don't go anywhere. We'll see you in a moment. So it's our fantastic one-day special. Be creative with Gripstick. Make sure to tune in. Then we've got Tonic Book Maker. What? After that, we're going to get crafty with Craft Yourself Silly.
Hi there. Let me introduce you to Hochanda Go. This is our free app that allows you to watch Hochanda live on the go, anywhere, anytime, and purchase items featured on air from the past 14 days, giving you a quicker and easier method of shopping using your iPhone. You can find Hochanda Go by simply accessing your iPhone's App Store, typing in Hochanda into the search bar, and downloading. But make sure you're a registered customer first by visiting hochanda.com. Once downloaded, this places Hochanda Go onto your home screen for easy access. Then simply tap the Hochanda icon to access the app. Once open, you'll notice that the current live show will automatically appear. If you turn your iPhone on its side, the live stream automatically becomes full screen. But that's not all. At the bottom of Hochanda Go, you have 3 icons. The first icon is Live. Here you'll find the live stream along with all the items featured in the current show. The next one is Rewind, where you'll be able to access the past 14 days of shows and purchase any items featured by simply tapping the screen. The third one is your basket. Currently, it should be empty. Visit Live or Rewind and select the desired item you wish to purchase and add to basket. You'll be asked if you wish to continue shopping or go directly to your basket for checkout. Once you reach your basket, you'll notice it's very similar to our website, where you can choose different postage methods as well as applying any current voucher codes. Simply agree to the terms and conditions to check out securely. Log into your account using your registered email and password. Hochanda Go will automatically detect if you are a Freedom member and deduct your postage accordingly. Also on this screen, you can select your delivery and billing address. Once these have been selected, tap Checkout securely. This takes you through to the payment page. Here you can make your preferred payment selection. Then once this has been selected, simply tap Submit Order and your item will be on its way. Hochanda Go. Watch live and order anywhere, anytime.
Sheena Douglas A4 white stamping card is perfect for beginners and expert stampers alike. This high-quality 300 GSM cardstock allows you to achieve superb results. Consisting of 60 A4 sheets, it really is the professional's choice for stamping. To stock up now, check out www.hochanda.com.
Hello, a very good morning. Thank you to Yanis for the last hour and welcome to the one-day special. Yep, time to show you what we have selected today for our one-day special. Gordon's back.
Morning, Dave.
Good morning. And we're talking the Gripstick. Now, if you've not seen this before, Tell us in a nutshell what grip stick sheets are all about.
OK, it's something I've been working on for almost 10 years. I wanted to develop it. So first of all, we have grip stick mounting foam, and we have the grip stick film. The mounting foam is very special because we can mount, first of all, the simplest thing is to mount up all our rubber stamps. But the beauty of our mounting foam, you can use any pair of scissors. They don't have to be non-stick. It's very, very simple to cut and mount onto your stamps. Once they're on your stamps, you peel off the other side to reveal the super cling. The super cling never wears off. If it gets in grubby or anything, you wipe it with a damp cloth, let it dry naturally, it reactivates itself every time. So that's the simplest way. You can then take the foam, put a piece of Kraft foam on one side, as I'll be showing you in a minute, and you can die cut it with any thick die or Crafter's Companion multimedia dies, you know, the thick Sizzix dies, and you can make your own stamps.
So the steel rule dies or the mixed media deeper dies, that's what you use with the foam. So basically any of those dies now become stamps. You put your funky foam on one side, you use your die on the other, and it then creates like this.
So for example, that was done from a Sizzix die, and it's now a stamp. It's now a cling-mounted stamp.
That's got the cling on the back, that's got the foam on the front, put that onto your ink, you've then got a stamp. So all of those bigger dies now can become stamps. And then the film works in a similar sort of way.
The film is very similar. We do the same thing with the film. We peel off one side, we put a piece of Kraft foam on the other side, and we can cut the film with the Kraft foam using any thin metal die. And I mean any thin metal die. No matter how complicated the die is, it will cut and you can turn them all into your own stamps.
So this was a metal die, a thin metal die. There's the cling on the back, the cling film, and that's ordinary funky foam that side.
So that's now a cling-mounted stamp. It will last you a very long time. It's got the super cling on the back. Off you go.
And another way of using the film as well is you can actually cut sections of it off and put it onto maybe your stamper's friend or your stamping platform or any of those, or your mount blocks as well, your acrylic blocks. And then anything will stick to that, and you can turn things like MDF or bubble wrap or anything like that, string, into a stamp. And we'll explain all, and we'll show it to you a bit later in the show. Everything will become very clear very soon. 3 sheets of the foam, 3 sheets of the film. We're giving it to you at a one-day special price, saving £7, and it's under 20. It's £19.96 for the one-day special. We'll do a demo in a second for you. Last time it was on, when we had this on, just coming into a show, it sold so quickly. We brought it back to you at a one-day special price. Right. Now, one more thing before we move on. I just wanted to let you know that the Gloovy that we had yesterday that sold out in the first show, we're able to bring it back to you today on a 7-day extended delivery. So if you were really disappointed you missed out on it, it's buy one, get one as a bonus, really. £9.99, you get two bottles, 200ml in each, so that's 400ml of the Gloovy, and the Gloovy is...
So the Gloovy is quite a few different things. It's a flexible varnish, which will go onto any surface, and if you bend that in half, you'll see that it doesn't crack. So it's a flexible varnish, it's a glue, so you can use it, also use it on things like decoupage, etc. It's fantastic. You can use it for image transfer using a thing printed out with a laser printer. You paint it onto your image, put it onto your card or fabric, make sure you smooth it on, you leave it to dry overnight, then you wet the back of the paper and you rub it very gently with your finger. It takes the backing paper off and the image is transferred onto the other surface.
Excellent.
It does lots of different things.
Well, we've got more stock of it, so that's good. If you missed out yesterday, it is back in stock. Buy one and you get one as a bonus. 288171 though for your Gloovy. OK, now look at the website, because you've got everything from... Be creative on the show. We've got our stamper's friend. We've also got, of course, the Gloovy there as well. We've got some storage plates as well and storage boxes for your dies and for your stamps. All there for you. Have a little look at hochanda.com and it'll all become clear. There we go. Look, I mean, we've got the paints in stock as well, the luster paints. Rollers, if you want those to apply your luster paint. You do get a bonus roller with one of those as well. So it's all there at hochanda.com. Now, I just want to quickly show you, these are some of the finished examples of what you can do with the grip stick, because this is Hessian on the grip stick film. Gives you a lovely kind of textured background. This is stamping with MDF.
That's right. So basically what we've done with the film is we peeled off one side and we put it onto, like, you can put it on your stamping platform, you can put it on the acrylic block, your stamp press, whatever you want, and when you peel off the other side it reveals the super cling. Now, lots and lots of things can then be applied to the super cling, then peeled off, and then something else on and something else on. Whatever sticks to the super cling, you can ink it up and stamp with it.
So that never loses its stickiness?
It doesn't, no. And if it gets dirty or grubby with ink, etc., wipe it with a water-based baby wipe or a rag soaked in water, as long as it's fibre-free. Just wipe it, let it dry naturally, which doesn't take long, and it reactivates itself every time.
Right.
So some of the things we've been using here...
Bubble wrap?
With bubble wrap.
Stamping with bubble wrap. How cool is that? Onto the film.
And the next one is quite extraordinary. These are thick MDF shapes. Actually, these are made out of oak, so they're quite heavy, but we've used them as well.
And that's the effect. That goes onto the cling on the stamper's friend, and that's the result you can get. This is... Can you work out what that is?
Garden twine.
Garden twine. Yep. Stamping with garden twine.
All we did there was wrap some onto the cling, ink it up, and stamp with it. Yeah.
And what's this one?
That one is table liner.
Oh.
Again, onto the cling, ink it up, stamp with it. All sorts of things. We've used coins on there, brass coins as well. There's so many different things.
Embellishments?
Yep.
You can ink anything, really.
As long as it goes onto the cling, because remember, this is not ordinary cling, this is super cling. So it's really tacky and really holds onto things. And then you just ink them up and off you go. So it takes stamping to another level, using all these wonderful things that cost you virtually nothing.
You'll be looking around the home trying to find what you can stamp with next. And remember, just keep that on your stamper's friend or your stamping platform, whatever you've got, or maybe put a couple of acrylic blocks dedicated to the cling. You can then stamp with virtually anything. And you can turn all your dies now into amazing stamps, and we're going to show you how that works.
I'll explain all this now. Yep, that's it. Okay, so the first thing, as I say, the mounting foam is a special type of mounting foam that we've developed because normal mounting foam, the problem is people have a problem cutting it to put onto the stamps because the scissors stick to it. Unless you've got some really expensive non-stick scissors, trust me, it is not easy. So this is our new mounting foam. It has the super adhesive one side, super cling on the other side. This one here is an unmounted stamp. You can see we've mounted it on there.
Oh, that's right.
If you peel off the back, that reveals the super cling.
And is it a good idea to keep this protective
You
coating
can
on
do,
it?
unless you're putting it onto one of the storage boards. You might store it that way, or if you store it individually, you've got the backing there for it. It's entirely up to you.
So that will stick to any acrylic block or platform and will repeatedly stick and stick and stick. But it's tacky. It's not like a glue that's going to be applied.
No, it's super cling. It's not glue. No. And of course, we all know that rubber stamps do need a backing because rubber stamps are different from the clear stamps. They are thicker, they're deeply etched, and you do need a backing on them to get the best image out of a rubber stamp. It's the way they work. Now, just to show people, those scissors I have here, they're not expensive. These are ordinary scissors, ordinary craft scissors. They're not non-stick. And normally with another type of mounting foam, I really struggle to cut it, especially with ordinary scissors. So just to show people, that's the adhesive side, that's the cling side. I'm just going to quickly go through this for you, just to show you how easy it is to cut it. Yep. See how easy that is?
And no residue on the scissor blades at all?
No glue, nothing at all on the scissors. It is the easiest mounting foam you will find to use. So simple. So anyone can do it using any decent pair of scissors.
So that's the first thing. It goes onto the back of rubber stamps perfectly. But the big deal is all your dies that you now own, whether they be thick or thin, the thick dies, the mixed media ones, or indeed the kind of Biggs dies, those kind of cartridge dies, they will be used with the foam, so those dies now become stamps. But with the other dies, your thin dies, any make or any brand, you use the film to convert those into stamps.
Yeah. So what we're doing now, we have the foam here. We've peeled off the yellow side to reveal the adhesive, a thin piece of craft foam or funky foam, pressed on there, just flattened out, so that's now securely on there.
Right.
I'm now going to cut this out with one of the thick dies.
Right.
Okay, so we'll just take this to the machine, show you how well it cuts.
Who'd have thought that all of your dies now that you've had in your collection for years can suddenly become stamps?
And I really do mean any die. It doesn't matter how detailed it is, it will cut and turn into a stamp. You know, it's not just a simple die, we're talking about every die. Yeah. So first of all, let's have a look at the foam with the thicker dies. And I say you can use the big thick Sizzix dies, or you can use the likes of the Crafter's Companion multimedia dies, which have a deeper edge for cutting through thicker materials, etc. Yep. Okay. So let's just prise this one out here. Okay. So let's just get this out first of all.
Perfect cut.
It's a perfect cut, yep. Just get it out. Here we are. So you can see that's where it's come from.
Yeah. So
now you might want to keep that actually and use that as well.
Why not?
You don't throw that away because that's perfectly good for using in other ways. Yeah.
I mean, absolutely. And to be honest, you know, at home you'd have probably cut that a little bit, you know, more carefully, so you haven't got any waste as such.
That's right. Right. So that's this is now a stamp. So this side we have under here we have the super cling, and on this side we have the Kraft foam. All I do now, you have to just simply catch the film on the other side like that and peel that off.
And that's now potentially a mask.
Now then, this is what we said yesterday. I can hold it against a darker background. If I hold it there, you can see that piece of plastic. Yep, there we are. That's actually a mask, so we do not throw that away. No. Keep that. There's lots of uses for the mask.
Absolutely.
Okay.
So put that in a little envelope, keep it safe.
Right, so we'll leave that there for the moment. So now what we're going to do, we now have the gripstick cling here, and we've done the same with that. We've peeled off one side to reveal the adhesive. We've put a piece of Kraft foam on there, the funky foam, pressed it on, and this is for cutting our thin dies.
So film is for the thin, the foam is for the thick, bigger dies.
That's right. So let's just put this in the machine, and we'll cut this out.
And it doesn't matter on the brand, it doesn't matter what make of die that you've got, all the thin dies will work in the same way.
We have tried everything. We have tried the most complicated die you've ever seen. Nothing has defeated us, basically.
Good.
Right, so we're going to do some flowers. So I just put these on here like this. Now, I find that it's best cutting with the film downwards and the foam on top. It's best to cut through the film first and then the foam at the top. I just find that works better for me. I don't think it really matters, to be honest, but it just seems to be better. Okay, let's run this through the machine. Because the film is a bit like an acetate, but it's not acetate, but it's a bit like it, then don't worry. What I suggest you do is you run it back and forward twice to make sure it's gone all the way through. Okay, so that's once and back the way.
By the way, if you want any funky foam, if you haven't got any of that to turn your dies into stamps, we'll, I'm sure, have some of that on the website.
Well, you know, funky foam is readily available. It's incredibly cheap to buy. Now, top tip. When you cover your the foam or the cling with your funky foam, cut a piece to the size of the die and just cut that piece. Don't run the whole piece through, because the more you run funky foam through, it flattens. So just cut a piece that you need for that particular die, put the rest aside for using later. Okay? Otherwise, it will just keep flattening and you don't really want to do that. Okay, let's get this out of here.
So here we go, an ordinary thin die with funky foam and the...
We'll just take the dies out of there. Now then, I find that if you just sort of do that, flex it a little bit, there we go.
Pops out.
It's all breaking apart very, very simply.
Here's our stamp.
Now, that one actually has come off very well. You can see the backings come off there. You can get the backing off of that one. Because when you take the backing off, it reveals the adhesive. Now, you're like me, you've cut your nails, which is never a good idea when you're doing this type of thing.
Here we go, look, there's the backing coming off. That potentially is a mask that you can reuse again and again.
That's right.
And that's the cling on the back, the tacky cling, and the foam on the front to become a stamp.
So I'm just going to put this over here beside the bird. So we've now made our two stamps using the thin metal dies, and we've made the other stamp using the thicker Sizzix dies.
Doesn't take long either, does it?
No. So what we have done here, now, as I say, you can use your stamping platform, stamp press, or your acrylic block, and you just basically take the cling and put a piece on. Now, what I usually do with my stamping platform is this. I take a piece and I put it on there. I don't cover the whole of the stamping platform. The golden rule with the super cling is that cling against cling doesn't go, paper against cling doesn't go. So this is the part I'm going to use for all my multimedia, and on this part of the platform there is nothing. This is the part I'm going to use with my stamps. I'm keeping them separately. This is the protective part that came off of the cling. I keep that, and you will notice that one side is shiny and one side is not. Now, the shiny side has a coating on it, so whenever you want to cover your cling over to protect it, it's the shiny side down. Do not put the other side down.
Makes sense. So, and if you ever get that dusty, which will happen, dust and all sorts of things can get in there. Just a damp cloth. That's all you do. Wipe it and let it dry naturally.
That's right.
The cling comes back.
So, using our multimedia piece, this piece here, we're now going to put a background on this piece of card. So we're going to use various things. Now, This here, do you know, I'm trying to think what this is. It's actually some type of packaging
it's
material.
packaging, isn't it? Yeah.
It's like a foam, isn't it? Yeah. So first of all, we're going to use that. So now then, whenever you're using something like this, try and cut a piece that's the same size as the super cling, okay? Because you don't want a piece of the super cling that's not protected touching the card, because it will stick on the card. So I've cut that so that it's the same size as the shape of the cling that I put it onto the stamping platform. That just goes like that. And we'll now take some ink.
Now these inks, by the way, are coming up with Be Creative next month.
These are our new, if people have seen our luster paints, we have now recreated them in the form of an ink pad, launching next month on Hochanda. So these are our new luster ink pads. Can't wait.
And they are gorgeous. They really, really are
I was in two minds whether to show them today or not, but you know, you get excited and you... So, what we're doing now, using that, what do we call it? And it's a foam, a packaging.
It's like a foam packaging that a product will be wrapped in for protection. That sort of
so I'm just going to go along. Now notice I'm leaving that there because this is our multimedia piece. So I'm moving the card along. I'm not moving anything else. So we're just using the tool, leaving that where it is, inking it up, and just continually stamp until we make a background. Okay, let's just turn that piece around there. This is one of the new, this is the new yellow luster, I think, the lemon one.
Right. It's got like a metallic
sheen. They have
to it,
like a metallic sheen, that's right. When the light catches them, they're amazing, even on black card, even more so. Right, I'm going to use a second colour as well. Just go over that again.
We have got the luster paints in stock. These are the luster inks that don't come out until next month, but the paints are in the show, so...
Press this again. So at the moment we're just making our background.
It's effective, isn't it?
Yeah, and this is honestly, you can try anything. Look around for anything that has a texture on it and give it a try. Don't be scared to use it. I know I've seen somebody using leaves and things like that out of the garden with amazing results. The things I'm seeing at the moment. So try things and see what works for you. But don't be scared of it. You can't go wrong.
And just to let you know again, this morning we've been able to get more stock of the Glue-V. It's on a 7-day delayed dispatch, so a week today it'll be on its way to you. And as you can see, it's glue varnish and a satin finish, so it's great for things like decoupage. You know, whenever you want to have a coating of a lovely shine, which also adheres to surfaces as well, you can use it on all sorts of things. Great for image transfer as well, abrasion resistant, flexible when dry. Now, how much gone? 30% of the stock is gone that we were able to get back for this morning, so you're getting 2 for the price of 1. One of them is a bonus, 200ml in each, 400ml of the Glue-V. If you'd like to add that to your order today, only $9.99. So it's a week today, it'll be on its way to you.
So not what we've done now, we've removed that piece of foam and I've now replaced it with some bubble wrap.
This is one of my favourite things to see.
Bubble wrap is amazing. Whoever thought you could stamp with bubble wrap?
I know.
So we've taken that piece off and substituted it with the bubble wrap. So we'll just go over our background with this now. Remember, the beauty of the Stamper's Friend is you can look through it to make sure everything's positioned before you actually stamp. Yep. So we'll just do that.
Look at that. How cool is that?
Yeah. Then we'll just move the piece of card along, because remember, this is our multimedia piece. That stays there. This piece we saved for using our stamps, because remember, cling against cling doesn't go. That's why I've separated it. Now I'm keeping this for multimedia, this for using all my stamps, So let's go down that again.
And you can put the film on your acrylic blocks if you want to as well.
Acrylic block, stamp press, that acrylic block actually has the cling on it. That's ready to use as well. You know, so whatever stamping thing you use, it will work on them all. It's entirely up to you. I would have 2 acrylic blocks. I would have one with the cling on it for using the multimedia, and another one with no cling on it for using the stamp.
Absolutely.
Similarly with the stamp press as well. I would either do what I'm doing here, cover half the stamp press, and use the other half for stamps, or if I get 2 stamp press, I would use one for my stamps and one for the multimedia.
Good idea.
But the beauty of the stamping platform, because of the size of it, we can do both things on the one tool, so that helps. Okay, so we've now made that background. We'll now remove that. Okay. Now, actually, I haven't got any ink onto the cling, so that's good, but I have got a little bit ink around the edge, so I'll just rub that off.
Now, we are really busy for the grip stick, and we've not even shown you the stamps and how they stamp yet. Converting your dies into your stamps is just a revolution as far as I'm concerned. It's absolutely brilliant.
Right, we're finished using the multimedia piece for the moment, so remember, that's the piece that came off.
Yep.
Shiny side down onto the cling, not the other side, shiny side down. Okay, put that on there, and that protects that and keeps it out of the way. We're now going over to this side now, and we're going to do some stamping. So first of all, we're going to use the flowers we made, using the cling and the dies. So I'll just position these onto here. Now, you will find that the cling on these, as I said, it's super cling, and when it's brand new, it's incredibly clingy. There is a tip you can do if you want to. Someone told me this. You can actually go like that.
Just get a few fibres off your clothes.
All you're doing is putting a few fibres, not doing your clothes anyhow. It's putting a few fibres on it, and it's just like taking a little bit of it, just a little tiny bit off, because when it's brand new, it really clings, you know. It's not glue, it's super cling. So off we go.
Now, we are getting busy on the phones. If you'd like to use the website to avoid the queue, we'd really recommend that, actually. It's hochanda.com. Think about all those dies that you've got in your collection that you can now make into stamps. Think about putting the film on your acrylic blocks. Have some acrylic blocks just plain to use with stamps. The other acrylic blocks, you can put all your mixed media on. The rope that we were talking about, the packaging, like the bubble wrap we were talking about. MDF, you can stamp with MDF now by putting that on the cling as well. It's absolutely revolutionary. I've never seen a product like it.
Okay, so we're now stamping using the stamps that we made.
Yep.
Like that. Okay, and what I'm going to remember, this is our stamping area, that's our multimedia. So all I'm going to do now, I'm going to turn the card round. We're using the tool and turning the card. Okay, so we're not moving the stamps, and we're keeping away from the multimedia area. This is our stamping side.
And remember, what we're inking up is just literally Kraft foam, funky foam. You can buy from us or buy anywhere, really.
Yep, and the beauty of the tool is you can look through the lid and see where everything is going to go before you actually stamp. So it gives us time to position everything. Okay, we'll do that, and I'll move this over here again.
Have we got that cartridge die still? Is that still over here?
Yeah, it's one of those ones there. Yep, yep. Okay, so let's do that again.
Oh no, that was the thin die, wasn't it?
This one's the thin die.
Yeah, just take that and show everybody. That's what that flower started off life like, just in case you didn't see us do it at the start. That was this stamp. It was a die, not a stamp. Now it's a stamp.
Now, as I said, when you make these stamps at first, the cling on the back is super cling. So the first few times that you make your stamps and use them,
super sticky.
Take them off incredibly carefully, because you don't want to break them.
And there's no residue or anything like that left behind?
Because I say they are, at the first few times you use them, they are really sticky. Okay, that's that one. Let's get this one off. And what we're going to do now is we're going to use the bird that we've just made using the thick die. That was made out of the grip stick foam. So we're now going to just remove this and use that.
So the more you use it, it will get less and less sticky, but as it builds up with a little bit of dust or whatever, just wipe it with a damp rag, the sticky then comes back again. So
I mean, you want them to cling. The last thing you want is doing your stamping, when you go to stamp, pop, off they come, and that happens to a lot of people.
Can I just show everybody how far we've come so far?
You can, of course you can.
Using bubble wrap as a background, and then using the flower, funky foam flower, from that die is now a stamp. That's what we've created.
And the waste foam as well we use. So we've used, at the moment, we've used the waste foam, we've used the bubble wrap, we've made the die that we made ourselves, and now we're going to use the bird die, the thick die. So let's just position that on here.
And this has got the foam on the back rather than the film, obviously, because it's thicker.
Yeah. Okay, let's do this. Let's have a look. Let's use a brown, I think. The other thing is as well, I love, when I'm doing this sort of grungy type of look, I don't like to put too much ink on. I like to get that grungy look, so I'm not covering the whole thing thick in ink. I just like to dab the ink on.
If you wanted a very, very heavy impression, a very solid, then use maybe like a VersaFine black ink.
It's entirely up to you, but I like this look we're creating at the moment. Is a sort of a, you know, more of a distressed, grungy look, which I absolutely love.
Oh, wow.
Okay, so what we're going to do now, I'm just going to get the bird off again, and we're going to move him a bit. Off you come. Let's move. Remember, this is our stamping area. Okay, so moving everything over this side again. So let's position the bird again. Let's move him up. Maybe just part of the bird about there. Let's pick him up. He's probably already still got some ink on it. Yeah. Okay, let's just put a little bit of ink again.
Remember, Gordon is deliberately not covering the entire bird. He likes the kind of distressed look.
I want that look. Yeah. I don't particularly want you know, a complete image. I just want to get that look. Okay, so basically, that's that done.
If you wanted a more solid bird, just make sure that the actual ink is coated evenly over the stamp. But look,
I'll tell you what, we're going to do one more thing as well.
Go on.
So we're going to reveal the cling again. Take that off. Okay, let's put this back again, and let's see if this would work. So here we have, that's, I thought this was MDF, it's actually made of real oak, that shape.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
So let's put like a corner on it if we can. Let's move that down there, sort of like put that about there.
So now with the film that's on the stamper's friend, it picks up the wooden stamp.
That's right, let's maybe try...
Not really a stamp, it's an embellishment, isn't it? You can stamp with all sorts of things.
Let's try a bit of this green and just see how this picks up. See, it's all about trial and error, experimenting. Don't be scared of it. Give everything a go. Now that hasn't come up there, so that colour hasn't worked very well. So we'll go back to the brown we were using. If you could, is that the brown?
I think so. Yeah.
Yep. Okay. Let's see if this picks up. You have to, if you're using MDF and wood, you have to, you'll find, do you know, no wonder it's not stamping, because I'm stamping the wrong bit.
I just thought that, actually. I didn't want to say anything.
I just think, why have I done that? The ink...
You're stamping the top and not the bottom.
I'm stamping the wrong piece. I'm looking at everything upside down, you see, you know. That's typical of me. My world is always upside down.
There we go, that's
there
more
we
like
are.
it.
Okay. So let's just move that over there again, just to there. Let's just put a bit on the other corner as well. So again, let's just check so we know where the ink wants to go now. I forgot. Go like that and think, oh, that's the part that wants the ink, you know. There's an easy way of doing it. I didn't get much sleep last night, you know.
It's incredibly effective, and you can literally stamp with anything that you get your hands on that's got texture. Simple as that. Look at this.
Do you know, you can keep going with that as much as you want. So think about what we have done there. We started off with using that, which is a piece of packaging foam. That costs nothing. I've got tons of that in our warehouse. I started off with a piece of bubble wrap, again, costs almost nothing. So we used both of them several times, and then we used the flower stamp that we made out of the thin metal die earlier on. Okay, we turned that into basically turned it into a cling-mounted stamp.
So that's using the film.
So the stamp, to make the stamp, as long as you got the dies, it cost virtually nothing. Then we made another stamp using the thick Sizzix die out of the foam.
And that's the Biggs dies, or the steel rule dies, or indeed the mixed media dies that, like, Crafter's Companion do.
That's right. And then we used like this MDF oak material, to do that as well. But you know, we've now got these stamps, and these stamps will last forever. Look after them. These are stamps. They will not deteriorate. The cling doesn't wear off. Once you've made your stamps, you've got them for a long time.
Let me remind you then of the details for the one-day special. The Stamper's Friend as well that we've been using. Let's give you details of that too. There it is. That is the actual, well, that's the actual tool that Gordon's been showing you for the last, what, half an hour or so. You are getting the case as well included with it, and plenty of storage space in the case as well. You get 4 magnets with it as well, and this has got a freedom price attached to it. So if you're looking for a Stamper's Friend, now's the time to order one. They get the case included, as I mentioned, for £26.98. It fits in there perfectly, and you've got plenty of space for some storage plates with stamps on if you want to carry them around as well. 080344, special price for Freedom members and a delivered price as well. Now, the one-day special, let me just kind of recap. It's something that took a little while for me to get my head around, and maybe it's the same with you as well. It is the grip stick. Now, grip stick is basically the technology that allows you to turn your dies into stamps. That's the biggest thing about this, because we've all got lots of dies in our collections, but we never think of them as stamps. We never think that we can turn them into stamps. But now with this, you can. The foam you get 3 sheets of. The film you get 3 sheets of. With the film, you can convert your thin dies into stamps using the method that we showed you a few minutes ago and with some funky foam. But also you can put this onto acrylic blocks or onto a stamping platform like Stamper's Friend or the Stamper's platform or whatever you've got, and then anything with texture can stick to it and then can be removed. So it's an ingenious product. That is your grip stick film. The foam, remember, is what you'd use for your Biggs dies, for your steel rule dies, and also for mounting on the back of unmounted rubber stamps. So really useful to have, 3 of each, £19.96. It is a £7 saving off the price. You can buy them individually as well if you like. If you're just thinking, well, I don't need that, I need just one of those or whatever. They're on the bottom of the screen, actually. So the foam is £11.97 for 3 sheets, and the film is £14.99 if you want the film, 3 sheets of that, 085854. But the best value, obviously, is the one-day special where you get both. If you're going to need one, you're probably going to need both. 1996 056 963. Now, the Stamping Friend or Stamper's Friend, which is just here we are. Look, this is the case that comes with it as well. So it's a go-anywhere portable stamping device. The Stamper's Friend is just really kind of making love. People are falling in love again and loving stamping, whereas possibly they fell out of love with making stamping before. Maybe you're not getting very good impressions or whatever. This is going to help you get great results time after time, whether they be foam-back stamps, whether they be polymer stamps. It doesn't really make any difference. £26.98 the price. You get both the Stamper's Friend and the case as well, and it comes with 4 magnets to hold your work in place as well. £29.98 if you're not a Freedom member, or £27.98 delivered if you are. 080344. Then we have our storage boxes for you. Now, we've got 2 options. We've got either the fuchsia or the black, and we've also got an option which is for dies, or an option that is for stamps. So let me show you inside the fuchsia one to start off with. This is the one that is for your dies, and you'll get 2 magnetic sheets in here for your dies. You can store probably between 12 and 14 sheets of magnetic sheets in there as well. So you get 2 magnetic sheets and the box for £17.99. That's the Freedom price. There is an extended delivery, 7 days extended delivery on this one. Plenty of storage compartments in there as well. If you buy more than one, they do actually lock into each other, so you can stack them if you want to get like a tower going on. £19.99, but £17.99 if you're a Freedom member. That's the die one, okay, in either the fuchsia or the graphite. The other option is the one that's got the, there we are, your stamping storage plate. There's one of those inside the box, and again, you can put your stamps either this side or that side, doesn't matter. So great for storing those, and you can probably get about half a dozen of those, depending on the thickness of your stamps, in that box as well. But it does come with one of them. That is, again, £17.99. You choose whether you want the cling board or whether you want the magnetic mats. The choice is yours. Okay, let's have a little look at some other items in the show then. We've got some stamps for you as well. And these are from Be Creative, and you've got basically the background nature stamp set with a bonus of 3 embossing powders worth £11.97. Get black, silver and gold embossing powders, but they're lovely stamps, as you can probably see. £29.97 the price, you're saving £9, and those are the stamps that you've got. Great backgrounds, great florals, and that wooden texture is lovely as well, isn't it? So that's 403637, your item number, if you want those. Brilliant. Okay, back with Gordon for more demos.
Right, that card we have just done, incidentally. This is the similar one I did a few minutes ago. That's covered with the Glue-V, just to show people the difference. If I hold that one side to side, so this one I'm holding has no Glue-V, the other one does. So you've now varnished the other one, protected all your artwork.
So with the Glue-V, you're getting a bonus extra one. You're buying one for £9.99, but you're getting an extra one as a bonus. Yeah. This is the Glue-V. We'll put the details up on the screen for you. And what else can you use it for?
The Glue-V will go on to any surface. It will go on to card, paper, it will go on to virtually anything. When people do decoupage, they're always looking for something to coat onto the decoupage. Glue-V is wonderful for that. It's wonderful for doing image transfer as well. It will go on to virtually any surface. But you bend that in half, it's flexible, it doesn't crack. Yeah. Don't get me wrong, if I was to keep putting layers of it on, obviously the more you put on, it might crack. But that's one thick layer of Glue-V, and it's totally flexible.
Well, we managed to get more stock this morning, which is good news. 80% of that stock we were able to get has now gone, so apologies if it sells out again. We can't get any more. £9.99, you're getting 2 for the price of 1, so give it a try. It's great stuff, actually.
Right, what we're going to do now, this is, I was experimenting with this actually. So the card I'm doing, this one here, I'm going to do something else to it. Okay. We're going to use luster paint. Right. Now, watch what happens. So I'll put the card there again, and we've got a piece of hessian onto the gripstick film this time. Okay, now this is going to look a bit messy, but don't worry about it, because as we know, it all cleans off. But the effect you get with this, it can be quite dramatic. So I'm using the roller, I'm using one of the colours, I think this is the gold, but it doesn't matter what colour you use, you will get the same effect with them all.
Now the lustre paints are available, you can pick and mix 3, and you get a bonus roller in with your order as well, which is what Gordon's using at the moment. Worth $166, and it's $14.97 basically, so $4.99 each.
Yep, so I'm putting quite a bit of paint onto the hessian, because remember, fabric will absorb paints and inks, etc. So normally when you work with fabrics, you will find that you have to put a bit more on than you normally would with other things, because it's absorbent. Okay. Right, there's our first layer. So again, take that over, look through, see your card below, make sure it's all lined up. Okay, and when you're happy, press that down. Now I'm going to go over the whole card, and then you will see the effect when it's finished. So again, I'm just moving my card along.
If you want to have a little look at the paints on the website, you'll see them, but the consistency of this paint is lovely, and there are quite a few colours to choose from as well, aren't there?
I think we've got 7 at the moment.
Right, 7 different
and
colours.
the beauty of the paints is you get the lustre image is created the same thing as you would get on lustre ceramics. We've recreated it in paint form.
So those are the colours we've got for you. They're all available, and you get a bonus roller. You just choose 3, you pay less than £15. Look, just choose the 3 you'd like.
Yep. So I'm just doing this a little bit at a time. I'm moving the card over every time, and every time I'm putting a bit more of the lustre paint onto the hessian. Remember what I said, the hessian and other fabrics are absorbent, so don't be scared to put a nice layer of the paint on. Okay, let's just go down that, and then I think one more, and that will go over the whole card. And then when I hold it up, the camera will pick all this up in the most wonderful detail. When it dries, it's just fantastic. The look of the lustre, the shine of the lustre over the top of the card is quite dramatic.
So it's almost like you're looking at the birds through a mesh or something like that.
Yeah, honestly, it's just wonderful, I think. But
they're in their birdhouse.
Yeah, they're in the birdhouse. Yeah, not the doghouse, the birdhouse.
Yeah. And by the way, even though you've got paint on the film that's on the platform, obviously,
not to worry about that.
It's not a problem. You can just wipe it away.
Right. If I hold that up, obviously, I get one here. If you hold that up and show people, I get one over here that is dried. Actually.
Yeah, this is obviously still wet at the moment. But can you see just how shiny and how much metallic sheen there is from the lustre paint?
Yeah. You can see the lustre. You can see the lustre paint on there. On that one, I actually did it with the stamp. I put on. See the shine. Yeah. So I think using the lustre paints over the top can be quite dramatic.
And that background as well, that looks really cool. That was, remember, the tabletop cloth, which is down here somewhere. It's buried somewhere. But yeah, that kind of plastic tablecloth that you can find that you can buy. That's what that is.
Was,
yeah, the table protectors.
This one. Yeah. There we are.
Yeah, the table protectors.
Yep,
that's the sort of thing. That's what that is. But you converted that into a stamp because you've used the film on the stamper's friend. Makes sense, doesn't it?
Yep. So I said, don't worry about the cling, etc. Using a baby wipe or a cloth soaked in water, that all comes off. You let it. You don't heat dry it or anything. You let it dry naturally. Yeah. Just wipe it to make sure you've got all the fibres off. Let it dry naturally. As soon as it's dry, the cling comes bouncing straight back again. It doesn't lose the cling.
Just to put the one-day special into context, it's $19.96 for 6 sheets. 3 sheets of the foam, 3 sheets of the cling film, OK? Now, think about how much you spent on one die, say, 3 or 4 years ago. You probably spent £20 on one die. How many dies have you got in your collection? They do one job, they cut out. Now with this technology, they become stamps. So for what you paid up for a stamp a few years back, you can now convert a lot of your dies into stamps. It makes so much sense. And then you can put a piece of the film onto your platform or onto an acrylic block like we've got it here. If you haven't got a platform, it doesn't matter. That becomes a permanent fixture on the acrylic block, but it means then, because it's got that cling and it's got that wonderful cling to it, you can put all sorts of other things onto it, like your bubble wrap, like your corrugated card, like your MDF shapes. Have you got MDF letters of the alphabet, uppercase and lowercase? You can stamp with those now using this technology, and it will work brilliantly. It really, really will. So for a very little outlay, you can make all of those investment dies you've bought over the years do even more jobs for you. It's a brilliant idea. And if you want funky foam, you'll find it on the website as well, hochanda.com. Now, the Gloovy that we were able to get back for you for this show has now gone, I'm afraid. That's completely sold out again, and we cannot get any more until the next time that Gordon comes. So congratulations if you got that.
Okay, so I've just cut a couple of more dies. Again, we've used the grip stick foam with the funky foam on one side. So I've just taken 2 of these dies and cut them out. If you like to pop that one out carefully, I'll pop these ones out. You can see how easily they come out. I say just wiggle it around a little bit and it tends to release them. Then they just pop out quite easily. Yep.
There we go.
Take out any little bit from the centre as well. You can use a pocket tool. That one's actually quite a simple one to get out, because I don't think there's anything in the centre of it. These are some cogs here as well.
Now, there he is. There's the little fella.
Yep.
So there's the foam on the back that's still got the protective coating on it at the moment.
That's right.
But that is the die that now becomes a stamp.
That's right.
You can see the layers there, actually.
Yep.
Foam on the front, the grip stick on the back. Shall I peel off the yellow?
You can do.
Yep.
Okay, we're going to use him in a little bit. So first thing we're going to do, again, let's take this piece of card. And let's think what we're going to use this time for our background. I think this time we will try using this. Now, this is a piece of corrugated card. Okay, so let's put this on here again, onto the grip stick. Okay, let's go with this and see what we can do.
We are so busy on the phones right now for this. It is a great system and something that you can have fun playing with. And as I said before, for less than £20, you're kind of doubling the use of all your dies.
Yeah.
You may not want to do it with all of them, but there may be some dies that you've got to think, if only I could stamp with that, that would be a lovely, lovely looking thing. Well, now you can.
As I say, even the most detailed die will work. We've tried everything, and even the most detailed die. So what we're using here is a piece of corrugated card. Yep, seeing what we can pick up with it. I say, don't be scared to try things and see if it works. Just give it a try.
And remember, Gordon likes the kind of distressed, gungy look, but if you wanted to be more deliberate, if you wanted to have more intensity to the shapes that you stamp, then just make sure that the whole stamp is covered with ink.
That's right.
And bold colours as well.
Yeah,
so
yeah, it's in your hands as to what you want to create, basically.
Personal choice.
So that's a piece of corrugated card. See, we've created that sort of background there, which is quite interesting. Take that off.
Really.
Yeah, but let's keep going. What else do we have here? Let me have a look. I think we'll use the big bubbles.
The big bubble.
Big bubbles, yeah.
This is always effective.
Wonderful. On there like that. Okay, move that along again. Let me just pick a different colour. Let me see. Let's go with. Let's try this one. There we are. Okay.
And the Lustre inks, remember, are coming next month.
Next month, yeah.
So they'll complement the Lustre paints brilliantly.
I'm sorry they're not available yet, but they won't be long to wait. It's been a lot of hard work.
Now watch this. Watch this.
Okay, the bubble wraps, adding on.
Wow.
Okay.
It's cool, isn't it?
Let's move this over like that.
You'll be looking around the home for things that you can stamp with, things that have got texture. You'll be in the garden shed, in the garage, getting all the...
Honestly, you really will. When you go to... Next time you go to a car boot sale, you'll be looking at things in a different way. You'll be thinking, oh, will that work? Will that work? You know? Don't be afraid to try things. Okay, a little bit more.
And of course, if you don't own a Stamper's Friend, and you don't necessarily want one, you can use the cling on the acrylic blocks. Any acrylic blocks you've got?
If you pass me the acrylic board there, just to show people. So these are the storage boards, and all of these here are stamps we've been making since last night. They all have the super cling on the back, and they just go straight onto the storage boards. So you can store them like this, or you can save the piece that comes off the back, the backing piece, and just store them away that way if you want. It's entirely up to you.
I mean, that clock face we did in the 8 o'clock show last night, and that again was a Biggs die. And look at the result. Look at
That's right. I think we're going to use that. I think.
Okay.
So if you put that back, sorry, right. So what we're going to do now, we're going over to this side, which is the side we use for the stamping. So this is our multimedia side. I'll take that back off again. I'll just wipe round the edges to get any ink off. I'm not touching the cling with the paper because you can't do that. I'm just wiping round the edge, but there's no ink on the cling, so we're all right. Covering over with this piece again, using the shiny side down. Remember, it's the shiny side down. The other side will stick to the cling because it's super clean. Okay. Put that on there. The shiny side has like a wax coating. Okay. Okay, so what we're going to do now, let me think. Let's take this. And let's position. So we're going to use this side. There's nothing on that side. This is the side we save for our stamping. Right. That side is for the multimedia. So let's position this maybe round about there like that. Let's pick this up.
See, it sticks to the top of the stamper's friend perfectly first time.
Let's have a look. What colour is this? I can't even remember what colours these are myself. Let's try this one.
Now, lots of you are going for the stamper's friend this hour as well. It's a very, very affordable tool to have in the home because we're doing it for under £30 with the carry case as well, because it's a very portable device. So you can take it to your crafting get-togethers, and if you're going away for the weekend or whatever, you can take it with you.
Okay,
look at this.
So I'm moving the tool, using the card. I'm leaving the stamp where it is, moving the card, just positioning it, yeah?
And remember, that was a die.
This was a die. That's right. So let's just move that here again.
I'll just get it for you so you can see.
Yeah. It's a Sizzix die, Sizzix Bigs die.
There it is. Who would have thought that that could become a stamp?
Yeah. So you can see it. There we go. Okay, so I finished with that one. Take that off. By the way, you'll find that the Kraft foam with the ink on it, just a baby wipe over the top of it, just takes the ink off very, very simply. Okay, so we've done that one. Just wipe the ink off there. Put that back on here again. We're now going to use our other one, our other stamp that we made, the Umbrella Man. Let's use him. So remember, that's for our multimedia. This part here is for our stamping. So all we need to do is move the card over to the area where the stamp's going to go. So let's position him about there. Okay.
Now, Pat's just asked us a question, Gordon, and she wants to know, do you use the foam or the film to go onto unmounted stamps?
Unmounted stamps, you use the foam, but if it's a rubber stamps need a cushion, so it's got to be the foam. But as we showed you a few minutes ago, it's incredibly easy to cut, even with an ordinary pair of scissors. You do not need any special non-stick scissors to cut it. They do not get gunged up. It doesn't clog up your scissors. Very simple to cut. Brilliant. Rubber stamps need a cushion on them to work properly.
So there you go, Pat. Foam for your unmounted stamps, film for your converting, obviously, thin dies into stamps or putting onto your platforms.
That's right. Yeah, right, so let's use, I think, a black. And again, I'm just going to pat him over a little bit. Difficult to see because I've used black foam. I can't actually see the ink. So, oh well, there we go. Let's see what happens. There he is. So, what we're going to do again, we're going to try moving the card. Again, you can ink him up and then look through the top of the platform.
So Gordon's only tapping it slightly with it, so you're going to get that distressed look. If you want a block image, a much crisper image, then use, obviously, an awful lot more ink.
That's right. So I'm moving this around. I want to move the image slightly. So I'm moving the card, not the stamp at the moment. Okay, that can go there.
You can have so much fun using the film and the foam. You really, really are. And remember, we had the first show with us. I think it was myself and you that did the first show. It flew, and that's why it's back as a one-day special, because you may have missed it first time round. It's here today, and lots of you are ordering it. And we'd love to see the results you get with it.
I would love to see what people do with it, yeah. Okay, let's give him one more go about there. Okay, like that. So let's take him off now. But we're not finished. I want to do something else. You know what I mean? I just like to keep building up different things. Let me have a look. What do we have now? As this is a really grungy thing, I'm going to take this big X.
Actually, this is a really cool use for this. If you have got the MDF letters from any of our suppliers here at Hochanda, you can now use those MDF letters as stamps, so you can now kind of print words or names or web addresses or whatever you want, because they become stamps.
So
you don't put any foam on this, it's just literally the MDF to
it just goes on to, it's going on to the cling because it's super cling. Yeah. Now, when you're using MDF and things, be aware that they are absorbent. They will absorb the ink, so maybe a little bit more ink than you normally would.
And stamp it quite quickly.
Okay, so let's just have a look. I only want a little bit of the X. I just want it to sort of like in the corner somewhere, maybe. I don't want the whole thing. Let's try that. X marks the spot. Has that come out? Ah, you can just see it there, very subtle. Right, I'm going to turn that around again.
You do have to do it quite quickly with the MDF, like you say.
Yeah,
so
the problem is it's incredibly absorbent, and it takes a bit of time. Sometimes you have to go over it several times. Sometimes not, it depends. But MDF does tend to absorb the ink.
Doing it a bit quicker? There it is.
There we are. Okay, you can see it there. So that's the idea. We're building that up and lift. So think about what we have used there to do this. We started off with a piece of corrugated card, which cost nothing. Yeah. We then went on to bubble wrap. We used a large bubble wrap, over the top of the image we created with the corrugated card. And then we started adding stamps. But we made all the stamps ourselves from dies.
Exactly.
These aren't stamps that we've bought. And we've hardly used any of the film or the foam to make the stamps. And the other thing is, that piece there, it's where the stamp came out of. Now think of a use for that. You might keep it like that, but what I would do now is I would cut round that and take it as like and use it that way. There's another way of using that. So this part here doesn't go in the bin.
No.
We keep everything.
And also you've still got plenty of the foam left to use with your smaller dies as well, little flowers or ferns or whatever.
Let me just get a piece of black card. And when we made the man out of the die, the piece there is the piece that came off the back, the piece of film. Can you see that there? That is a mask. We can use that for other things.
Absolutely.
So we don't throw anything away.
No.
We use every little bit to create something.
Well, it is busy on the phones for it. It is a great concept. Remember, the one-day special is 3 sheets of the foam and 3 sheets of the film. The foam is what you put onto the back of unmounted stamps to give it that cushion. That's the first thing. The foam is what you also use with your either multimedia dies, like the deeper dies that Crafter's Companion do, or the bigs dies, the steel rule dies. That converts those into stamps, and then the film is what you use on your platform lid, or indeed you can put it onto your acrylic blocks to adhere all those different things, MDF, ribbon, burlap, all that stuff can go onto that. But also, of course, it's for converting your thin dies and making them into stamps as well. 1996 for all 6 sheets is brilliant. 056963 is your item number, and there, that's dried. Look,
that's why I want to show people that the luster paint is now dried in the top, and just look at the effect that gives you when it dries. I think it's stunning, really stunning. The glow,
And you're saving £7 by buying them today. Maybe buy a couple if you want. If you know you've got lots of dies that you want to convert into stamps, 056963. Now, just having a little look at some of the other boards that are just around here to show you some of the other techniques that we've shown. Let me just show you this. This is twine on the film that we've stuck onto the Stamper's Friend. What a great pattern that is. And that's just literally garden twine wrapped around, stuck on there and then removed. But what a great technique.
Yeah, that's a piece of lace curtain.
Wow.
I just cut a piece off an old pair of curtains and put them onto the gripstick foam, inked it up to see what we could do.
Now this is like table protectors.
Yeah, you like that one.
Yeah, because look, that's the background it gives you.
Yeah.
But you wouldn't be able to stamp with that normally.
And think about, OK, a plastic mask. Now, normally think about the way we use plastic masks. We're usually inking through the plastic mask. But how about putting the plastic mask onto the gripstick film and inking up the mask itself?
Why not?
And then stamping with it.
That's what you've done.
Yeah. So that's the opposite to what we might normally do with a plastic mask. But it works.
You'll be looking around for things to stamp with. This is that fantastic wooden oak leaf, I think it is.
That's right, that's
that we showed you earlier on.
Yep.
That's using the Stamper's Friend and using the cling.
Yep.
This is bubble wrap. Always a really good effect, the bubble wrap.
My favourite.
Yeah, I love that. And then this is burlap
Hessian.
or Hessian.
Yep.
That's a great background. Different coloured inks on there as well.
This is incredible. Those are actually brass coins, Chinese coins.
Oh, really?
Real coins, yeah, that we put onto the gripstick and then inked up. Yeah, even they worked, yeah.
We'll get you one day special while it's still here. have a little look at the website as well, because there you'll find everything else that's in the show as well. Lots of you buying Stampers Friends this hour as well. And remember, we've got the deal with the carry case as well as the Stampers Friend platform itself. So if you'd like to go for that, that's on the website as well. We've got the Gloovy, I'm afraid, has gone. That's completely sold out. We can't get any more until next time Gordon's here. We have got, though, the pick roller with it, of course, as well. We've got some stamps from Be Creative, Justin and Gordon too. If you buy those stamps, you'll get £11.97's worth of embossing powders included without having to pay for them. So that's really cool.
Yep.
And this is the one-day special. 3 sheets of the foam, 3 sheets of the film, the grip stick, 6 sheets in total for £19.96. I think it's ingenious. I really do.
That's it. It's taken me a long, long time to perfect it. No one was able to, off and on over 10 years, revisiting it every time to get it right. It's been very difficult, but we've now finally got there.
So like I said to you, what Gordon was doing is he was using distress inks and just tapping the image very lightly to get a kind of grungy look. If you do it more solidly with the black ink, you get a very, very crisp, solid image. So if you don't like the grungy look, you can make it more crisp.
It's in your hands, whatever you want to do,
Well, for less than £20, give it a try. It's got so many uses, and being a crafter, you'll probably find more uses than we're talking about for it as well. You know, if you've got acrylic blocks and you find that only stamps stick to it, why not put the film onto the acrylic block, and then virtually anything will stick to it, and it's repositionable, and you wipe it clean and the stick comes back, the cling comes back. And with the foam, of course, putting that on the back of unmounted stamps, maybe if you've got some Chocolate Baroque or you've got some Crafter's Companion stamps that haven't got foam on the back, then this is perfect to put that to rights. Also, it's for your big, chunky steel rule dies, converting them into stamps. This is for your thinner dies, converting them into stamps. And it's going to go a long way as well, isn't it?
I think just the fact that you can turn every die you have into a stamp is a big thing. Think about how much money you're going to save. I mean, using every little bit of this, it goes an awful long way. And once you've made your stamps, they can last you a long time. They don't deteriorate.
No, exactly.
Look after them, store them on the storage boards, etc. You will have them forever.
And if the cling wears away a little bit, don't worry. You just wipe it with a damp cloth. The cling then, when it's dry, will come back to where it was before. So it's reusable again and again and again. An ingenious idea. Gordon will be back at 1 o'clock, I think, with me. Is it you
I think so. I think so.
1996 then to get your one-day special. It's very, very busy this hour, 056963, and it's just a great invention, and everyone will love it. You don't need to have a special machine or anything like that. If you've got your favourite dies, imagine them now becoming one of your favourite stamps. That's what this is all about. Thank you, Gordon.
Thank you, Dave.
Very good early morning show. We've got a very big launch on the way in a second that I know probably thousands of you are waiting for. So Jodie is in the wings with Yanis. Don't go anywhere. Lots of you, I know, we're going to be delighted with what's coming up in the next hour. See you a bit later. So yes, it's Tonic, it's the Bookmaker Weekend. Wow, lines are going to be busy. And then we've got Craft Yourself Silly with Gadgets with Hayley. A bit later, Indigo Blue Mixed Media, that's at 12 o'clock, and we'll be back together at 1.
And I've been chosen to represent the brand of threaders from Crafter's Companion. How exciting is that? Now, I've seen a few little bits and pieces that are going to come our way, and they are so exciting. So there's machine embroidery, there's applique, there's quilting, there's just normal stitching. What can we say? It's absolutely fantastic. Think of all those things, and I'm going to inspire you, the new stitcher, and I'm going to inspire you, the experienced stitcher. And hopefully all of us together will be on that journey, and we can learn from each other. So join me for the Threaders shows on Hochanda.
Flexi order has arrived at Hochanda. What is Flexi order? When you place an item on FlexiBuy in your basket, you qualify for Flexi order, which means any other items you add to your basket will also be included in your FlexiBuy payments, so you can spread the cost over multiple monthly payments. After your first payment is made, your entire order will be dispatched. When you add at least £60 worth of any items to your shopping basket, either online or on the phone, you'll qualify for our Flexi Order offer. This means you can spread the cost of your order over equal monthly Flexi-Buy payments, offering you the extra flexibility when you shop with us. Flexi Order, making your shopping experience with Hochanda easier.
Hi, I'm Fiona Clayton from Crafters Companion. I've been crafting for about 7 years now, having rediscovered my love of a childhood hobby. I'm delighted that I can share with you all my hints, tips and ideas, and here at Hochanda we're going to make sure that you really enjoy your crafting as well. So join me, Fiona Clayton, here on Hochanda.
Hello everybody, a warm welcome. I have really been looking forward to this hour. It's been in my diary actually. So, hotly anticipated. If you've maybe invested in the past in Tonic's Memory Book 1, we have now got Tonic Memory Book 2 to offer you. This is the launch hour. It's meant to be for our weekend wow. Can I just stress, we're already at a quarter of the stock. Actually, over a quarter of the stock. Jodie's happy. Look, I want to put this into context. The Memory Book 1 sold out. Again, it was a weekend wow. It sold out in 19 minutes. It broke records here at Hochanda, and it looks like Memory Book 2 is going to do exactly the same. If you want to go for this, people have been buying ahead at full price so they don't miss out. Right now, look at the value. You're saving £14. You can get hold of the Memory Book right now. I'm hearing in my ear how busy we are. Listen, I'm telling you, I don't even think this is going to last the hour. Forget the weekend wow. If you want it, put it into your basket right now. Let me introduce to you the lady of the moment, the lovely Jodie.
Oh, sorry, I'm like a giddy kipper.
Jodie, we are so busy. We are going to... do you know what? We were talking to our producer Meg, and we said, depending on how busy the start of the show will be, we'll go through it. We're going to be very quick with this, because we're going to go straight to demo. It's just manic. Why are people going crazy for the memory?
Right, so these are what you asked us for. We took everything on board that you said. 1, you wanted a book shape. 2, you wanted a spine. 3, you wanted accessories. And you wanted a nice, solid, finished product. Hey,
got it.
We've done it. So in here, you have got your whole dies to do 5 different sizes of books. You've then got your spine to give you that professional result. You've got your little Polaroids. You've got all your matching layers. You've got all your tags in there. Now, these will work in conjunction with Memory Book 1. That's going to give you all flip-flaps inside there as well.
Amazing.
It's going to work in conjunction with the buntings, the shop ahead, because they're on a bargain price.
We've got them.
Your ATCs, bargain price, are going to work with your little tabs. So everything on the show today all works in conjunction with this. So how would you like to make a memory book like this one here?
Yes.
Yes. Ignore the decoration for a minute. You can make your whole book, including all the pages, in less than 15 minutes. There's no measuring.
Say that again?
In less than 15 minutes.
No way.
Absolutely. It gives you a perfect book to start to put whatever you want on. So whether you want to decorate it with all your flips, your flaps, you can see there your little Polaroid. You've got your little tab on the top as well that will pull out.
I mean,
that could be an ATC.
If you've got your pattern papers, what a great way to display
Perfect.
them.
You've got all your little tabs in here, so trying to open it up, all your tabs in there.
This is amazing.
Now, all these books have been done with Memory Book 2. okay?
Wow.
But if you have got memory book 1,
yes,
bringing this in,
okay,
look how the memory book 1 will fit inside. Yeah, that is memory book 1. It will create all your flips and your flaps inside memory book 2. It will work perfectly in conjunction with it, yeah? It is absolutely endless, the possibilities. I'm sorry, I'm so giddy. I promised myself I would be nice and calm so you could understand what I was saying, but that is not going to happen, okay?
We're hearing in our ears, so we're constantly getting updates. Over a third of the stock. And I need to stress, so memory book 1 sold out, and it took months to get it back in stock.
It did.
Once this sells out, we're not going to say, now we've got some more stock, that's it. And I cannot guarantee how quickly we're going to be able to get this back. You could wait for months. So to show you what you're getting in the bundle, just having a look here as we go to our demonstration. So you're getting the base creator, you're getting the simple spines, you're getting the photos and the film strips, the tabs and the paper clips, and you're also getting that Baroque frame. All of those included. I mean, it is a comprehensive set. 49 dies in total. You've got 2 flexi payments of £29.98. We've got queues on the phone lines. We are busy online, and the way we're going right now, it's going to follow its predecessor, Memory Book 1. I think we're going to sell out this hour. Item number 790843.
Right, so we're going to go straight into demo, okay, so you can see how it's made up. Now, in your collection, you get all your memory book dies. So here are all your dies. They make 5 different sizes of books. Now, your memory die actually comes in the centre of there as well.
That's lovely.
Okay? It is
nice
beautiful.
Size.
It's gorgeous. But then you've also got your spine.
Okay.
So this funny beastie boy is your spine.
This is important.
Okay, this is really important. This is what's going to give you that professional finish.
Yeah.
Now, a couple of questions I've asked, so let's address those. What weight cardstock? I use a 240 GSM, apart from my spine. My spine I use a lighter weight with, and I use Kraft Perfect 216 with that.
So why would you go slightly lighter with the spine?
Because you've got nice creases, and if you've got thick card, you can't get those. Yeah. So I'm going to put this in, and I'm going to run it through the machine. Now, the spine allows you to make a spine to how many pages you want to put in. So say you just want to make a small memory book, you could put 2 or 3 pages. Yeah. Say you want to make a big one, you could put 9 pages, 12 pages, it's entirely up to you, because you're just going to join them together, okay? But when I take this away, I'm going to show you the back of the die in a minute.
Okay.
So on the back of the die, can you see all these little indentations?
Yeah, yeah.
They're there for a reason. They're there as a guide as well. So if I'm using, let me bring this in, if I'm using the largest of the dies, then I would use the whole of the spine.
Right.
If I was using the next size down, for instance, how do I know what size spine that is? All I do is I place it on there, and can you see where the indentations are?
Oh, yes, yeah.
They're going to leave marks in my card. I just trim it.
And you're just following that along.
And you're just following it along. Yeah? So it's marking every one
That's clever.
of your pages.
So it's giving you reference and detail.
So that it doesn't overhang.
Genius. Yeah? We've had an email from Annette asking what machine the dies will fit through.
Right, your best option is an A4 machine, okay? You can do it on the smaller machines, but you'll have to do a lot of joining. The purpose of these is so you don't have to do any joints or anything like that. There is one joint to make the whole of the book cover.
That's what you're saying, 15 minutes to make a book.
Yeah,
so I hope that answered your question. Ideally an A4 machine. If you've got no other choice, you can use smaller machines, but then you're going to have to incorporate joints.
Right, so to make my spine, I'm folding either side of those little dots, okay? It is so easy. The die has put all those little lines in. Okay. And then I place it down, and I literally bring up that one there, and that's going to make the mounting fold.
Wow.
I'm going to do the same on that one.
This is so easy.
That's going to give them a mounting.
Yeah.
And then the same again on this one. Pull it up, and that there is going to give me my mounting fold again. So that was going to give me a 3-page spine.
Gotcha.
So how do we stick that together?
Yeah.
Turn it over. Now, this is entirely up to you. Wet glue, hot glue if you're fast enough, or double-sided tape.
Okay.
And all you do is you go down those little edges, like that, and you're sticking in each of those valleys. Okay.
Oh, and Annette said thank you. You're very welcome. If you do have any questions, by the way, we've got Jodie here. So please, please, please keep your questions coming in. This is your show, studio@hochanda.com. I also need to point out, you need to follow, if you are on Facebook, Jodie Johnson. It's her personal page, because what she's going to be doing at the end of this show, you're going to be posting 2 videos showcasing the memory book dies. They're giving you inspiration.
So, oh my word.
So that's ridiculous. We've just heard over 40% of the stock's gone. Now, I want to put this into context. This is not an hour show. So we have shows, and I mean, 7 minutes into the show, to be at 40% for an hour show would be incredible. For a weekend wow, where we try to get enough stock to last the full weekend, to be at 40% of the stock, oh, I mean, this is busy.
So can you see now how I've stuck those mountains together?
Yeah.
And that has given me a 3-fold spine. I want a 6-page book.
Okay.
So I've already done one.
Yeah.
And all I do is I put my tape down that side
you're just
there.
extending.
And we're just going to extend this.
So now this is where you're saying that you can make the book as large or as small as you like.
As large
Brilliant.
and as small as you want. So all we're going to do is we're going to place that right in the top there and down the bottom there. And that now has given me a 6-page spine.
Yeah.
Okay.
I laughed at myself. So I did a show with Jodie. What were we doing when we actually set the record here at Hochanda for the busiest show?
Oh, I don't know whether it was Memory Book 1.
It might have been Memory Book 1, but every time I watch a show, Jodie, genuinely, we all talk about it. It was the busiest show we've ever had at Hochanda. It looks like Memory Book 2 could beat it.
Right, so now to stop this from curling and to give it the stability that it needs, you see how I'm just going to put some high-tack tape all the way down these segments.
Oh, and then you're going to put it on a base?
And then I'm going to put it onto a base.
Gotcha.
Yeah? So this is how you start to build the security into your book.
So giving it that structure. As Jodie's doing this, just to let you know, we've got 5-minute queues on our phone lines. I am so sorry. We knew this was going to be a busy hour. Look, this is one of the hours. By far, the quickest way to order is on our website, hochanda.com, or you can use our app, which is, of course, the Hochanda Go app.
So I'm just feeding all those little bits that are over there, okay? So now, this is going to stick onto some cardstock.
Gotcha.
So literally, work with the corner. Katie's just spilled all the dies all over the floor, bless her little heart, and roll it. Okay, so you're rolling it out. So now that is my spine.
Gotcha.
So all I'm going to do is I'm going to take my big scissors. And I'm going to cut.
Oh, now we've got to show you something, and we're going to show you very quickly our swelling frame. I will be showing it to you. We haven't even mentioned this. It's on for a special price this show. 70% of the stock's gone, and it's designed to work with your memory book too. We've have we got a picture we can show? No, I'll show. Sorry, I will show you in a moment. But just go. 70% of the stock's gone. The only reason I'm telling you that now is because it doesn't look like that's going to last much longer either. A lot of people are going for the memory book too.
Right.
And they're going for...
So that's swirly frame. This is your memory book 2. Taking this second die down. Look how it fits inside there. It's the same shape, but it's going to fit in there and give you detail into your book as well.
Oh,
absolutely beautiful.
Lavish detail. Just to show you here, 70% of the stock. This is swirling frame. You've got a great price on this as well. Got the details on your screen. Look at that. You're saving £15 and 50 pence. £19.99 your price here. We've just had a surge of people on the phones. It's now gone limited stock. We've only got 10% in stock remaining. If you want it... Oh,
wow. That was
fast. I've never had that before here. Literally, it went from 70 to limited to sold out like that, and we had a lot of stock. I'm afraid to give that back. Thank you, Katie.
Cool,
busy hour. Busy.
Right, so your memory dies don't cut on the side that's got that centimetre of metal. Okay? So what you need to do is you need to place it on your card. So you're cutting and you've got the excess below.
Gotcha.
Okay? So tape it down.
Right.
And you're going to run that one through the machine, and this is going to form your book cover. So run that through.
Okay.
And that is going to give us our book cover. So here we go.
Oh, and I love that perforation detail.
Yeah. So all I do is I come in. Now, if I got my swift trimmer, I have. Let me just grab my scoop trimmer.
We're now at 50% of the stock on the weekend. Wow. I'll let you in a little secret. I did post this on my Facebook, Yanis Morgan, Hochanda TV Facebook page. I said, the team, we've been having a little pool, just for fun, to see when this would sell out. Now, considering it's meant to last until Sunday, the first memory book sold out in 19 minutes. We had more stock of Memory Book 2 because we knew, judging by the first release, that it was going to be popular. To be at 50% of the stock now, it's not going to last the hour. That's 14 minutes into the hour and we're at 50% of the stock.
Right, so I've just trimmed off the excess on either side. I'm then going to come in with my scoreboard.
Right.
And I'm actually going to put a score line in.
Nice.
So all I do is place it on there. I put my dots at the other side of a line.
Right.
And I just come down there and fold that baby there.
Got you.
And that is going to be the beginning of our book cover.
Perfect.
So now, the spine.
It all comes together. It's very intuitive. So whether you're just starting out your crafting journey or experienced crafter, this is for everybody. And then you've got blank canvas, so you decide how you're going to decorate it.
Your spine is then going to stick inside there.
Perfect.
So it's parallel with that score line there.
Okay.
Then
Can you just show that again? So we've got to show it. So just parallel with the score line.
Yeah, just parallel with that score line.
Gotcha.
Going down there. I take my embossing tool.
Yeah.
I go down that edge there where the rest of the spine is, and bend that up, and that's going to be part of my back page.
Yeah.
Then take the same die. Now this time I don't want the excess, so I'm not going to waste my card. I'm going to turn it round, and I'm going to tape it down that way.
Okay.
And I'm going to run that through the machine.
If you have gone for the Memory Book 2 die set and you're watching this, you can always watch this show and rewind. But what I will say, Jodie's going to be posting 2 videos on her Jodie Johnson Facebook page. Please make sure to follow Jodie. It's well worth it anyway, but she'll be showing it. And we're at 60% now of the stock for a weekend. Wow. Once it is gone, I need to reiterate, it's gone. And we cannot guarantee how quickly we'll be able to get it back in stock. Memory Book 1 took us about 2 months to get it back to. And every time Jodie was on after that, I remember when you sold out in like 19 minutes. Every time Jodie was here, we had emails. When's Memory Book coming back? So don't let that happen to you. If you want it, put it in your basket.
So now I've cut down those little perforations again. I'm going to use high tack for speed. Okay, so that we're not waiting for the adhesive to dry. And I'm going to place my adhesive down that spine there. So place that on there. Take that away.
Right.
And I'm going to put one on the top of that one.
Okay.
So it's going to be sandwiched in between my book.
Okay.
So take that one away. Now this one, we're going to place it on there. Katie's having a whale of a time. Onto there, like so. And that, there, is the beginning of our book.
That's okay, wait a second. That is amazing.
Now, to give it stability, what I do is I do exactly the same as what I did with that back cover. And I cut myself 2 extra ones.
Okay.
And then these little babies are going to come.
Oh, and it covers the join there as well.
And it's going to make sure your adhesive is right to the end, okay? It's just that I'm rushing.
Right.
We're going to place that inside there.
Oh, that's nice.
Turn it round.
The little detailing on the inside.
It does.
Too.
It gives you all that perfect detailing.
Jodie, what do you think it is about the Memory Book that's really captured people's imagination?
It's easy. It's easy. You know, in this day and age, anybody that's got a mobile phone, we don't carry cameras, do we?
No.
So all our memories are on our phones.
It's true.
And how often does your phone say memory full, and you go through and you start deleting photos to release that memory space?
I've definitely been there,
So at home, I have a printer that is Wi-Fi enabled, so I can just pull my phone out, click, send it to the printer. I can print them out on copier paper, I can print them out on photographic paper, and I can put the memories in here.
So, I mean, these are memories for every occasion, whether you've just spent a fantastic day with a best friend you haven't seen in years, maybe as a family you've gone somewhere and done something. It could be a birthday, it could be an anniversary, it could be a holiday, new addition to the family.
So look how easy and quick that was.
Yeah.
We've just got the spine in there.
Yeah.
So to put the pages in, all you do with the pages is you're going to do exactly the same.
This is so simple.
You're going to cut 2 of these out.
Yeah.
Now, if you want your pages smaller, you can have your pages smaller. You know, just alter the size of the spine.
Yeah.
So let's run that one through.
Because obviously it's nested dies, so you can have different sizes of book.
So let's take that one. I'll cut that in a minute.
Right.
Let's make ourselves a second one.
Yeah.
And run that one through.
Okay.
And this is where the magic starts to begin.
Yeah.
So, do you want a pocket that's got a side pocket? Do you want a pocket that's got a top feeder? Do you want a pocket with a flap? All sounds a bit, what's she talking about? If you pass me the diary one and the one next to it.
Yeah. This is interesting.
Yeah. So.
This is brilliant. Could you tell everyone what you did here, Jodie?
Right, so a lot of people's concerns about memory books is they can cost you a lot of money in paper stock to actually decorate.
If you're using fancy, like the graphic 45 we were talking about.
This one cost me £3.45.
How?
Okay, so what I did is I went onto the internet and I bought a diary insert pack.
Okay.
Okay, so all these pages in here,
if
I take that clip off, you can see our diary inserts. Okay, so I got the 12 months for £3.45.
Amazing.
I then cut them down so they actually fit in my memory book.
Yeah.
So I've got I reinserted the little tabs back on. All the bits of paper that I cut off, I joined together, put my high-tack at either side, put a bit of glitter on, but all that backing paper is the offcuts from the diary pack.
Clever, Jodie.
Yeah, but what we're talking about, the inserts. So, because I've got this full one here, I have got a side opening pocket. So inside there, I've got my little tabs.
Oh.
Now, if I wanted, I could also have, let me bring this one in.
So now smaller size.
Top flaps. Yeah, so this is when you're building your book base, you need to start to think, do I want top openings, do I want side opens, which way do I actually want to do it? You could have both. You could have some side, some top, it's entirely up to you. So how do you do that?
Okay. Gotcha.
Okay, so I've got 2 cut out.
Right.
Let's trim those down to size. Let's get the specs on so I can see. So let's bring that in. Like so, just make sure it's level on both sides. And I'm just cutting that excess off, I'm cutting it right to the little dots.
Okay.
Like so. So now, I think we will have a top opening on this one. Okay? So just make sure that glue's stuck down. So exactly the same as what we did before. Take the tape and place it down like there. And we're going to stick that one onto that spine. So hold it down so it's parallel with the spine.
Okay.
And I'm afraid I'm going to have to do this up towards me.
Okay, sorry.
You can see that that is part of my page now. Okay. Now, to make a top opening, what we're going to do is I'm going to put my tape down that side, like that. I'm going to take that away, and I'm going to put my adhesive on 2 sides.
Oh, right, gotcha.
Yeah?
Yeah.
So then, when I put this on the other side, so start at the top, make sure your tops are aligned. And then push it into the spine.
Perfect. And it's giving you that pocket.
That is going to give you your pocket. Okay, so you've got, just wait for the glue to dry, you've got your top loading pocket
Gotcha.
there. Okay.
Perfect.
But, just holding that is just There we go. It's glue's come undone. So if you have got memory book 1,
and so many of you have.
Pass me the book, the other one.
Okay.
If you have got memory book 1 and you want different inserts, look how they are going to work in conjunction with memory book 2.
So memory book 2 has been designed to work with memory book 1. It's strong enough to stand by itself.
Yeah.
You don't need memory book 1, but if you have memory book 1, you can take it to that next level.
Yeah, you can take it to whatever level you want. But to be able to make a full book in 15 minutes is a corker.
Can you believe that?
Because the excitement is actually decorating it.
Yeah.
This here is just like, yeah, but the decorating of it.
And personalising.
Personalisation, bringing all the photos in, deciding where you want your flips, your flaps, all your little inserts. That's the exciting bit. This bit here, no hard work involved, no
Anyone
scoreboard.
can do this.
Brilliant.
I'd say, I'm going to say it again, please follow Jodie Johnson on Facebook, and she's going to be putting at the end of this show 2 videos showcasing Memory Book 2. Let's see what we're getting. Oh, actually, we've got other items on the show that have proven very popular. Now, this, no way is this limited stock. This is now limited stock, and we haven't even seen it. It's your Tonic bunting die set, so you're getting your birthday bash and your Jubilant Jubilee. 21 dies in total. They all work beautifully with your Memory Book, okay? So Memory Book 2. We also have the ATCs. Again, they work fantastically well with your Memory Book 2. $14.95. You're saving £25. 318-765, your item number. Both the ATCs we're just showing here, or the other option with the bunting, both limited stock. They will both go. So do make sure, if you want these, to put in the basket sooner rather than later. Everything that we were going to showcase today has just flown, because everything's designed, and I know there's been a conscious effort on Tonic's part and Jodie's part. Everything here is designed to work with your Memory Book 2. This is meant to be our weekend wow. It's meant to last until Sunday. It's not going to. And if you're wondering why it's so popular, just take a look at this. I mean, so much crafty potential. So the Memory Book 2 is here, but I don't know how much longer I'm going to be able to say that, because we're at 70% of the stock. Can I say, and I'm conscious as a presenter, we say this a lot because we are giving you stock updates, and sometimes when we sell out, we come back and we say, look, we make some calls, we're able to get hold of some more stock. I can categorically say, we're not going to be able to do this. This is our weekend wow. And just to put it into context, when you hear 70% of the stock, this is meant to last until Sunday. This is the first hour. We're not even half an hour into our first hour. This is the launch hour, and we're at 70% of the stock. Let me show you something. Just before, I am going to show you the boards, but I want to show you something. Can you imagine making something like this? Jodie's shown you how easy it is to make the base. And the real fun of it, and I totally agree with Jodie, is when you start decorating it. So what direction are you going to go? Have you got any beautiful papers at home? This is incorporating Graphic 45. But when you start adding the additional details that you're getting with the Weekend Wow, the flaps, the pockets, really personalising, going to town, and everything that you're seeing right here, you can make with the Memory Book 2. You're getting everything incorporated. Isn't that gorgeous? So you've got your tags, your pockets, that structure to make the most of your memories. That's just one option that you can take it. I mean, we've got some gorgeous inspirations here. Different sizes too. So maybe you wonder, how great is that as an inspiration? What are you going to be putting in there?
Just open it up. You've got to see inside.
Okay.
Beautiful.
Let's have a look. Oh, I love this. Wow, what? Look at that, is incredible. So just showcasing, oh, I've lost the belt. But see there, isn't that beautiful? So you can use your existing dies, your existing stamps, your embellishments. You can go in any direction you like. That is stunning. I'm going to pop that back there, and I will pick that up in a moment. But what you've got here is the potential. What I will say, let me show you the boards. This is where Tonic excel, because Tonic are innovators and they're always bringing us stuff. They're making life easy and giving stuff you're going to use. So, Jodie, do you want to come in?
Yeah, because these allow you to make 5 different books.
Yeah.
Okay. So the reason we have a non-cut edge is so that you can make your main book. Okay. So these are your 5 different sizes in book cover. Okay.
Right.
Now, for every book cover, you have a mat and layer.
Right.
So the mat and layer will allow you to be able to build your flips, your flaps, and everything else.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Yeah.
But you can also use them just as
turn that around.
a mat and layer. These could be your card fronts. Yeah, because your die doesn't cut on the side, double your cardstock over and you can make your fancy shaped cards as well. You've got all those mat and layers, but you've also got the memories die in here as well.
That is lovely. And that, you were saying to me, that's a response to the feedback you were getting.
It was. Everybody wanted the memory die. We've designed this new memory die to take over from the old ones. There's something a little different. So they are your base core memory book makers.
Amazing.
But in that collection, you have got that. It's amazing. It's so easy. Your spine.
Yeah.
Okay. And that is what you're going to incorporate your pages onto. Very, very easy. You saw me make it earlier. I am going to put the video up so you can follow that video. But you can see there. But what size do you want to make your book? That's entirely up to you. Because you've got, I don't know whether you can see it on camera, you've got all these little indents on there. And that's going to dictate, there we go. That's going to dictate the size of your page. So if I want a small page, just put my die on there, I just follow the lines across.
It's hard to pick up with the camera, but to the naked eye, you can follow the indents, you can see them quite clearly. But the beauty with the spine, as Jodie is quite rightly saying, whether you want to make a larger book, you decide how many pages, or a smaller book, and you can make different sizes too.
You can make different sizes, but what about using your spine in a card? So you could have your spine and then you can have all your items on the top and you could build a scene. So you could have, I don't know, a little animal at the front. On the back tier I could have trees on there. On the back of that I could have a house. So you're literally building that like sort of tunnel card. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. You've also got all your frames. So your frame here, you've got the outside.
That is amazing.
You can cut the centre out or have it solid. But when you cut the centre out, it's going to give you these little dots. That's where you can hook your photo underneath. Now, to get your photo the right size, you've also got all those ovals in there. So your photos will fit within there. You've also got little perforated ovals
you can see that,
that you can stamp your words into.
Perfect.
Put your letters in there so you could personalise. You've got this little frame down the bottom, but that's not all. You've then got your Polaroid. Now your Polaroid is slightly different because it's got all these words. So we've got believe, on this day, remember, new baby, celebrate, always, love is, adore. So
really usable.
So what do? They stay in your Polaroid. So you're just going to put them in the bottom of your Polaroid with no problem at all. You've also got in there that film strip that's upside down. You've got all the dies that cut the photos out to fit inside there. You've got little accents as well. But if I grab this sample down the front here, what our Lou has actually done with the words is cut them out and just use them as little labels, which is absolutely beautiful, absolutely stunning. But that's not it.
Okay, sorry, is there more?
You've also got your little tabs, okay? You know when you're doing your inserts to go into the top of your books and the side of your books, these are going to be the little tabs that are going to give you the handle to be able to pull them out, okay? You've also got the paper clip in there. Now, shop ahead because
I
the
like
ATCs
that.
are all together in a really special price, and these are going to work amazingly well.
I'm afraid the ATC's now gone. Yeah, they were limited and they weren't very quick. So if you were lucky enough to get hold of them, fantastic, because they're designed
so any of your rectangles, squares, ovals, you can put those on the top with no problem.
Jodie, I've got to interrupt you. I'm so sorry. We're at 80% of the stock.
This is supposed to last till Sunday.
For the weekend, wow, it's gonna sell out this hour, I believe anyway. We'll see, but very, very popular if you don't want to miss out. Now, last time Memory Book 1 sold out, how long was it before we got it back in stock?
About 18, 19 minutes.
No, it sold out, but how long to get it back in stock?
Oh, 2 months.
2 months. And every time Jodie was here, we had, without fail, somebody emailed in saying, when the Memory Book's coming back? Don't let that happen. Actually, Memory Book 1 has sold out. Again, you can't get hold of it at the moment. It's waiting to go back in stock. You can still get hold of Memory Book 2 at the moment. I think it's going to go this hour. So if you really want this, please put it into your basket and make sure to check out. Now, we have got Flexi Order for you. It's arrived at Hochanda. Let me explain. So to qualify for a Flexi Order, customers must add products totaling £60 or more to their basket after all other discounts have been applied and excluding PMP. So, for example, you can see there, £59.95, £24.95, making a grand total of £84.90. Now, you could pay £84.90 or take advantage of Flexi Order and suddenly you're paying £42.45 plus PMP, splitting the price in half over 2 monthly payments, making life that little bit more manageable.
Can I just say, what are you doing to me? My counter has totally disappeared.
It's changed.
And new things have arrived.
Well, we've already had 2 or 3 sellouts? 3 sellouts? 3 sellouts already on the show. And we're 35 minutes into the show.
I don't know why you've put it all.
Now, we've got these sentiment dies. Beautiful dies, great price. Look, same as £7.50. Talk to me about them.
Right, so these are absolutely perfect, you know, to work alongside those memory books. You know, they're all very, you know, new baby. You could do the new baby book. Wedding days, how beautiful it would be to do a memory book for a wedding on your day. What does that mean? It could be birthdays. Yeah. It could be graduation.
Perfect.
Yeah, it could be your birthday.
Or a sports day if they've won it, a big event, they've got
very generic
competition. Yeah.
Yeah, so you could do a book with that. You've got congratulations in there. That could be congratulations on your new house.
New job.
It could be congratulations on passing your driving test. Loads of different things, milestones in Sunday's life. And you've got best friends
Congratulations on your new girlfriend. That's one for Liam, our new producer.
You've also got your best friends in there as well. So if you've got somebody who's been a lifelong friend, maybe from school, what's about doing a memory book all the way from school to their milestone birthday? I've got some corker pictures of friends at school. Yeah, I could honestly, the whole thing could be amazing.
These, you can see how well these play with the memory book too, and all of them so usable. So new addition to the family, best friend on your day, wedding day. You've got a freedom price, £22.46, 214 262, your item number.
That's the new baby one.
That's sweet. Yeah. Oh, I love it. I love that. Now, coming up next, we've got some layering dies. So, again, would these work with them? Yeah, they would.
Yeah, these are all perfect sizing for your memory books, OK? So in this beautiful collection here, you've got 2 sets of dies from 1998. You've got the cockle shell and the bay scallop. Yeah, so these will nest all the way down. Absolutely perfect. 8 in each die set. So let's turn them round. And you can see the size of those, absolutely beautiful. But yeah, these could be your flips, your flaps. These could be your pulleys with those little tabs on the top.
I mean, they would make beautiful flaps.
They would, absolutely gorgeous.
So, popping those around, £19.98 your price, you're saving £12 there, 357824 your item number. We've got more now. Talk to me about these.
Right, so once again, these would work absolutely perfect alongside. But look at that saving, £12 saving. You've got 2 sets of dies in here. You've got your Eastern Oyster and your Sunray Venus.
Like
Doesn't that Sunray Venus sound like a razor?
Sunray could do, yeah.
Now, I would turn this one round, but we've had the pixies in.
Okay.
Yeah, and the pixies,
yours will not look like that.
No, the pixies
will not arrive
have
like
borrowed
that.
some.
Yeah.
But this one here is a full one, bless its little heart. No, it's not. It's one missing. But you can see that gorgeous shape on there as well. If you're wanting nesting dies, these are a corker. Yeah.
Lovely.
There's a lot of people, believe it or not, that have never die cut before. Okay, and they always say, where do I start in the die cutting world? I always say start with your base core essentials.
Oh, well done you.
And these are base core essentials. Yeah?
You made that look easy. I was struggling. 1998. I just left it there. Takes a man to just leave it there. 1998 your price, £12 saving, 404064 your item number there. Now we've got our ovals and our rectangles again layering up here. Nesta.
Yeah. Now these are a little different. Okay, so if you have a look closely at the picture, we go straight edge scallop, all the way down.
Lovely.
The rectangles are the same, straight scallop. So you've got that perfect matte layer in there. So if I just take this one here, and I am going to destroy the package in a minute.
Right. You're allowed.
So if I wanted to do a matte layer, I could have that perfect scallop on the outside, a plain edge on the inside, and you've got that professional edge.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they are an absolute super die set to have.
We are going to be heading back to our memory book demonstration in just a moment. We're actually going to take a look at some of the pages. Details here, very quick. We'll come back to that. You can see the website. Go on the website, and there's so many goodies on there. You can shop by brand as well. We've had consistent queues on the show throughout the whole hour. So if you are stuck in a queue, what you can do is order on our website. It's the fast way to order, and you'll never be stuck in another queue. So have a look. Jiffy, if we just scroll back along, is that the waterfall dies? Can I just see? Have a look. Okay, you can just see. All right, anyway.
Right, so what we're going to do is we're going to do a really simple, what I would class as a intro level page, okay, which is absolutely brilliant. This book was made by our Vicky. Now our Vicky, prior to Memory Book 1, had never ever made a book.
Wow.
The woman
never made it?
No, the woman's now obsessed.
I can see why. I don't blame her.
Vicky, amazing job, sweetheart, absolutely amazing. So one of the questions was asked, why do you do dies that have not got that outside cut on? Surely having that cut line on is better.
Right.
No, because by not having the cut line on allows us to make our books but also our pages. Okay, so it's easy to cut.
That makes sense.
It's easy to cut a bit off than stick a bit on.
Fair enough.
Yeah? Yeah. So this here is one of what is dictated as a page. But what we're going to do is we're going to chop it so that it becomes part of our flaps.
Yeah.
So run that through. And you can see there that is actually still connected at that side.
Okay.
But what we're going to do...
Give it a trim.
...is we're going to give it a trim. Had we left excess on there, that could have become a book cover, like we did at the beginning.
Gotcha.
Yeah?
Just to let you know, while Jodie's snipping here, we are over 85% of the stock, and very soon you're going to be hearing me call limited stock for our weekend wow, for the Memory Book 2. Listen, meant to last until Sunday. When these sell out, there is not going to be any restock on extended delivery, and I can't guarantee how soon we're going to be able to get them back in stock. Judging by Memory Book Lot 1, which is currently sold out, you can't get that anywhere. Memory Book 1 sold out in 19 minutes, and it took us 2 months to get it back in stock. So it was a cautionary tale for us, so we decided we're going to get a lot of stock with Memory Book 2. We had more stock than Memory Book 1, so to be close to calling limited stock in the first hour is ridiculous. Sorry, can you just explain while I was talking what you did there?
You saw me cut it out, and all I've done is I've scored a line at 14.5 centimetres up there. And what we're going to do is we're just going to cut that off, okay? So now when we take that one and we glue it onto there, it's going to give us a little flip-flap album sort of feel.
Nice.
So we'll use some high tack. And we'll just go down there and chop that out of there. And that is going to go onto there. So you can see how that is going to give me a little flip-flap, or it could be a card base.
Perfect.
Yeah, it's going to give me a little flip-flap in the front of my card. Now to decorate that, we're going to take its inside edge. So that's the inside edge die. So that was going to give me my matte and layer.
Gotcha.
But I also want one for the inside as well. So I'm going to be cheeky. And I'm going to put 2 pieces of card together. Now, I don't want it quite as long.
Right.
So I'm going to take it a little bit down the patterned paper.
Okay.
And run that one through.
Okay.
I think one of the things I like about the memory books is I get lost in them. I sit at my desk and I totally get lost in all the little bits. It allows me to get my scrap box out.
Oh, perfect.
And start to use all those little bits of scrap.
Yeah. And you said it best yourself. As crafters, the actual construction side, considering you can make a memory book in 15 minutes, that's not the bit I think that really excites most people. It's when you start getting decorating and personalising. So here, you're making that initial book in 15 minutes, and then you can start to relax, take your time, and really enjoy the decoration process.
So now, I've cut this to 14 centimetres, because remember this was 14 and a half? I've cut this to 14 centimetres.
Gotcha. Now, I had a question in from Jan. Jan's asking, what GSM card do we need to use to make the
Right, so for the main cover, I would say use a 240 GSM for the main cover, because when you put one on the inside, then that becomes a 480.
Okay. Right. Yes.
Yeah? For the spine inside your book, I actually use Kraft Perfect because it's a 216.
And you want to get that
it gives you that
crease.
really nice, tight spine.
Okay.
Okay?
Perfect, thank you. And we have got Kraft Perfect on the show if you want to get those. Various colours, you can find them at the bottom of your screen. That is our pearlescent card at the bottom of your screen, just to give you an idea.
So now, we're just adding these on the inside as well.
Nice.
And then this one to cover up.
Yeah, Jodie, this is already looking
that
great.
one there.
Oh.
So that is going to go onto there as well.
Perfect.
So this could be where I'm going to put my photos. I could put a little, it's Christmas theme, so I could have maybe a picture of the children on there when they were, I don't know, 8. And then on the inside I could have a picture of them under the Christmas tree, in the pyjamas, all that sort of thing.
Brilliant.
So that's a little flip. But to put it in the book, let me show you. We made the book out of the largest die. We then came down a size and we cut it out with the matten layer. And then that would sit perfectly on one of those pages, giving us the edge all the way around. But what we're going to do is, I say, more of a beginner level. We've took the next size down. We're going to stick that on the inside of there. It has.
Perfect.
So that is going to give me my matten layer to bring my eye in.
That is already looking great. Premium.
Looks nice, doesn't it? Now we're taking Christmas themed papers. So we're going to go with the gold first.
So Jodie, you were saying to me that in developing Memory Book 2, Tonic's so good at doing this. They're actually listening to the feedback, and there's so many fans and so many people part of the Tonic community. What were people saying? What did they want from Memory Book 2?
People wanted book shape. They wanted something that was going to give them a premium end product, something that was a heavyweight that they could decorate. Something, the memory die was the other one they wanted. So we took all your ideas. I sort of judged them around in my head. I then went to Mark and went, that's what I want.
Nice.
Literally.
He's a lucky man.
He looks at me and he goes, slow down.
Send me an email.
Between us, we got there.
Lovely.
And we've got you now.
And you should be very proud.
What you absolutely, I love it. I love it.
Can I just ask very quickly, if we were to make to sell, because I could imagine if you were to make to sell, you can make, you know, some truly great inspirations. What's the policy?
Make as many as you've got time for.
Lovely. Love it. That's what I want to hear.
Literally. So we're going to place that one onto there. And then we're just going to add a thin strip just down the side here. Let's add in that down there. That down there. Taking the backs off of there, and this is going to be like a belt that's going to go across my base. So I want this to sit central to my design set. Okay, so what I do is I place it in, I then pull my page back up, and I'm going to put this belt where that strip needs to sit, so it can't slide down.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Now I can put magnets in there to keep it all flat as well.
Cool.
We've taken one of our old. Come on, Mr. Glue Pot, you were working a minute ago.
Teasing
There we go. We've taken one of our old snowflakes.
And that's the thing with the memory books, because you can use your stamps, you can use your dies in your stash, but you're just displaying them in a different way.
Yep, so one snowflake on that side.
Oh, yeah.
A snowflake.
This is looking great.
On that side. And then we would have made ourselves a red book.
Yeah.
And this is the bonus. You could have made these books in whatever colourway you want. I mean, look at that. Absolutely perfect.
Well, you could
all
make a
ready
book
to
for
go.
members of your family to decorate as well, make their own memory books.
Make the books and sell them.
Yeah.
I would.
Yeah.
So literally, we can then take that one all the way around, and then that will sit on my first page of there.
If you were, Jodie, just to, out of interest, to make these books, just the blank ones, and you were to sell them, how much do you reckon you could sell them for? How much would you put them on for?
£4 or £5 for a book, quite easily.
Nice.
Yeah.
Hey?
So a very easy intro.
Wow.
To your books. It's not got a flip, it's not got a flap. I've not had to think about it a lot.
It looks incredible.
But it's give us the article that we can take out and decorate.
Love it. And that is just a starting point. You can do so many different techniques, achieve so many different looks with the memory book too. It is flying. I cannot stress that enough, how busy we are. This is no way going to last the full weekend. We don't even know if it's going to last this hour. So many of you got involved. You got 2 flexi payments. So today, $29.98, and the memory book can be yours and everything will be sent out to you. It's been very, very, very busy. OK, now listen, we are limited stock. I told you we were close to calling you. I cannot believe we are limited stock. I'm genuinely flabbergasted. We mentioned that we thought it might go this hour. In the back of my head, I was thinking, surely not, because I know how much stock we had. Look, let me just go through some examples, because this is why...
I might be able to have a Sunday dinner.
You might be able to, Jodie. I think you could have an early bath. Now, take a look at this, because this is why, and you said it yourself best, Jodie, the memory book's so popular because we all got pictures on our phones. So what if you want to make a new baby? You know, I've got friends who've had kids. They're constantly sending pictures, right? Great way to display those pictures.
Absolutely. I want to show you one. Okay, let me bring this baby in. Okay, because this has been made by our Tamara.
Wow.
Okay, she's new to our DT team.
Wow.
So this is the first time she's ever used the tonic stuff.
Yeah.
Okay, so just look at this. Look as I go along.
Oh, wow.
All the tabs, all the flips, the flaps, all the way through. Even if I take that clip off the top, you've got little inserts. Oh, let me just grab it. It's just hiding in there. You've got your little books inside there as well. But look how she's done this. All the dies, memory book 1.
Amazing.
All those little bits, all in there. Look as you go along.
This is this tomorrow made this?
Yeah, this is tomorrow. Look.
Wow,
Yes,
tomorrow.
so if you're
using the bunting.
Using the bunting in there, a little tie on that one, little card slides down that one. Once again, memory book 1.
This is great.
On here, all your magnets working in conjunction with memory book 1.
Have fun with your pattern papers.
Yep.
Do you need to stress, now you might be looking at this a little bit daunted, but the fact is the dies, the memory book die does all the hard work for you, all the measurements, it creates that base, and then you get to have some fun.
Even your waterfalls will fit inside there perfectly as well if you've got your waterfalls.
Incredible.
But look at that. So what I showed you to do a minute ago was an entry-level page.
Yeah.
Very, very easy. Now, if you're a seasoned crafter who love to make your books, look at this.
Wow.
Yeah, but there's been no measuring.
That is why this is so... That's the key. That is
the
the key.
dies have done all the hard work. They've cut your flips, your flaps, all your inserts. They're absolutely stunning. But that's a traditional book.
Yeah, OK.
We have Lou.
This is clever.
Now, Lou thinks
this is clever.
Outside the box. OK, so look what Lou's done. She's done it, elongated it.
Right.
She's got the die going and wrapped it around the back there. She's got all the little embellishments from the Polaroid. yeah? And then when you open this one, open it from the side.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
So she's got all her little bits in there.
Yeah.
She's got flips and she's got flaps. So she's now cut. Can you see the frame? That's the centre of that frame die. So that would be a photo. So remember from your Polaroid, picture on there, on this day, always a wedding.
Yes.
So remember when, then on this day, and then always there's an anniversary photo.
I think that's phenomenal.
But when I open this up,
yeah.
Look at the different ways she's put the pages in. So she's gone big page, small page, flip and a flap. And then that one opens up that way.
Yeah.
And you can start to decorate that side as well.
Perfect.
All the different pages. All the way through.
Incredible. We've got to pause there because we're coming towards the end of the hour and it has been such an incredibly busy hour. If you want to go for the memory book, please, we are limited stock. Some other items that have been busy, these sentiments work so well with the memory book. So you're getting 5 dies in total, lots of different sentiments. You're saving £7.50, £24.95 your price there, 262 your item number there. So having a look at the sentiments. So we are coming back to our weekend wow. As I say, we've officially called limited stock on our weekend wow. Once it is gone, it is gone. It looks like it might just hold out for this hour, but certainly, I mean, it probably will sell out before the next hour. Don't miss out.
I can't wait to see what you make.
And the real thing is, you're getting something here. I think in doing the show with you, and I know Memory Book 1 was so busy, but you're not having to really stress about measuring, constructing. The dies do all the hard work for you. So it's the consistency, it's the quickness of being able to construct a book. Have we got any of the blanks?
Yeah, so that's a blank.
So effectively, you saw how easy it was for Jodie to make that core base. So making the spine, making the covers, simple. Anyone can do it, but it's the speed. You can make a complete book in around about 15 minutes. Obviously without being decorated, but then you get straight to the fun bit.
You do, and then if you've got Memory Book 1, you can incorporate that little baby into the fold as well. So that one will give you additional flips and flops, so they will work as a standalone item or in conjunction with your previous die set.
It's incredible.
But then you've got all your additions, you've got your Polaroids, you've got your frames, you've got your lettering, you've got the whole thing to put your creativity to. And it's fun.
This has been brought to you as a reaction to Tonic are so good at listening to feedback from their community of fans, and there's so many fans out there who adore Tonic. So this is what you were asking for. You wanted the sentiment in the mix, you wanted the pages, you wanted the premium finish.
I want the spine!
Yeah, you're getting all of that. They are incredible. It is incredible. Anyone on the fence, Jodie, maybe it's the first time they're not familiar with Memory Book 1, what would you say to them about Memory Book 2? Why should we incorporate this into our stash?
You'll become addicted. Okay, once you start to make a memory book, your creativity and your thought pattern just really goes into that item, and you start to bring things that you've got in your craft room. Now, if you don't believe me, speak to our Vicky, because she'd never made a book prior to the first set. She's now obsessed. Her books are absolutely amazing.
It's the end of this hour. If you do want to go for this option, we have still got stock, but it's hanging on by a thread. So your item number is 790-843. 790-843. You've got 2 flex payments of £29.98. So your first flexi payment of £29.98, we send everything out to you. You can find all the details on our website, or you can give us a call. This is the first hour. When are you back on next, Jodie?
I am back on. Is it 3 o'clock or is it 4 o'clock?
I think it's 3. 3 o'clock. So please make sure to tune back in later. But don't leave it to chance, because there is a good chance when we do come back later, the Memory Book 2 will have sold out. So I'm just giving you fair warning right now. Jodie, thank you so much.
It's been my pleasure.
What an hour.
And thank you to you as well.
Big thank you to you all for watching. We've got another fantastic hour coming up. Don't go anywhere.
Bye.
Whew. So, craft yourself silly. Oh, this is going to be fun with a lovely Hayley there. You've got some gadgets. Then at 4 p.m. we've got Indigo Blue, mixed media with Lou Withers. We've got some craft price drop at 7 and the one day special at 1 and 5.